Hello, welcome back to Dress to Quest. I'm Nathan, I'm the DM over here, and thank you for joining us today. I'm going to do a quick intro here for all of our players with us today. Unfortunately, we are missing Erica today, who plays our ranger, Rin. So Volric, or Eric, will be taking control of Rin for the day. So let's do some character intros here, starting with Chris.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris and I play Ayize Mali, a Termitian wizard. I'm looking forward to tonight's fish fry.
Uh-oh, I think I might know what's coming. Next up we have Amy.
Hi everybody, my name's Amy. I play Chinyar. I play in Aldrin, or Eldrin, however you like to pronounce, cleric. And looking forward to the fish fry because it is one of my favorites.
Next up we have Eric.
So I'm Eric. I play Volric the Grey. He's a Rune Knight and College of Swords Bard. I will also be playing Erica's character, Rin, who is a Beastmaster Ranger. And I don't mind fish as long as we get chips.
Well, maybe you can find some somewhere. I don't know where you're going to find them. Next up we have Space.
Hey guys, I'm Space. I play Aspen the Asimar, Divine Soul Sorcerer and Hexblade Warlock, and looking forward to tonight.
Excellent. And last but not least, we have Josh, or Winged Horizon. Are you there, Josh? Did we lose you? Oh no. Oh, there we go.
Hi everybody, I'm Josh, also known as Winged Horizon, and I'm playing... Oh my gosh. I am playing Captain Shifty Capone, or you can just call me Captain Capone, a halfling rogue, arcane trickster, who is, well, ready to take on one of his first, fight missions with the group.
Awesome.
Good one, I guess.
Excellent. And yeah, with that, we will do a recap here and then jump straight into this. So, last time we left off, our heroes had returned to Saltmarsh, where they met up with a new companion, Chenyar, who, upon disembarking from a ship into Saltmarsh, she noticed a figure that looked remarkably familiar to her. She approached Rin, claiming that she looked exactly like someone she knew, named Renly Wildgrove. Rin revealed that was indeed Rin's mother, Renly. With this kinship kind of formed automatically there, they started to talk, and a little bit of trust was formed, and Chenyar was offered a job aboard the Diora to be part of the crew by Shifty and company. With that, the rest of the crew went to the council hall where they met with the council to talk about what was to come next with this looming Sahuagin threat. They were tasked with a mission, a reconnaissance mission, to infiltrate the Sahuagin fortress, formerly the Lizard Folk Lair, and gain intel on the Sahuagin's forces, any points of entry, try to gather any intel on their battle plans, their strategies, what they're planning to do, and if possible, identify who the leadership is. With all of this in hand, if they're able to be successful, it will aid in the coming assault against the Sahuagin. With this knowledge in hand, the heroes set out on the Diora, heading south for the Sahuagin fortress. Oh, and I should double check. Yep, my mic is working. Last week, my mic just straight up wasn't working, so I did the entire intro, and yeah. With all of this, they headed south on the Diora to the Sahuagin fortress, where they did some initial reconnaissance of the outside of this rocky spire island jutting out of the inky waters like a shark tooth. And as they circled around it on a smaller vessel, Shifty's smaller vessel, they saw that there was one prominent entrance. They sent their companion, the sea elf Oceanus, down below to see if there were any other entrances. Oceanus found one other entrance, a large cave deep in the waters below, but it was occupied by a small army of Sahuagin and sharks. So ultimately, our heroes decided to go for the main entrance. With the aid of magic, they were able to stealth up, and Shifty was able to use his mage hand to lift a bar that was blocking the door. And within, as the door opened, you saw multiple Sahuagin spring into action, a bit surprised, as Aspen stepped forward, disguised as a injured Sahuagin, tricking them into all funneling out the door where all of you were waiting in ambush. And that is where we're going to pick up with all of these Sahuagin spilling out of the door with their spears at the ready, and they see you all there. And we're going to do a quick check-in here on initiative. I had everybody roll initiative before the game, but I believe... Yes, I need to give Volric control of Rin. So before we can do this, let me do this real fast. So Volric, you do not see Rin's character sheet, is that correct?
I do have her character sheet, but I can't click on her icon, which means if I do the initiative, you won't see it.
Understood, yeah. Yep, I see exactly what's going on. Okay. Alright, and there you go. Volric, you should have control of Rin's token, so if you can roll initiative there, and we'll get this thing kicked off.
Got it?
Excellent. Okay, so this will indeed be a surprise round, as with the aid of Aspen's disguise, these Sahuagin were not expecting this force of people out front to be right there. So, let's see here. Let us... Okay, let's kick this off. So first up, we got the map up, we got everything up. First up, we have Aspen. So you're standing there, still dressed as an injured Sahuagin. What are you going to do as they all come spilling around you, pulling their spears out?
I will turn back to Aize and say, if you'll be so kind. And I'm going to, as my bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step into the room.
Okay, you appear next to this larger Sahuagin with a trident. They look surprised as you suddenly appear there, still looking like a Sahuagin.
And I'm going to message Volric with my action. And I'm going to say to him, I think we should let Aize clear out what he can and go after the rest.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Okay.
I respond, hot idea.
Did you say hot idea?
Sorry. we just lost two viewers just now.
Yeah, and with that, all of the Sahuagin that are within 10 feet of you drop dead. No, I'm just kidding. Next up, we have Rin, who is just on the edge of the cliff there, jumping onto the platform. What is Rin going to do, Volric?
I guess she's going to go ahead and she had a clear shot at the front to Sahuagin.
Indeed, yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and shoot the one closest to her first.
Oh, real quick double checking. Rin has sharpshooter, right?
Yes.
Okay. So with that,
I have to click on it, but yes.
Well,
yeah.
No. I was just gonna say with sharpshooter, there's no risk of her hit. The way I rule it, there's no risk of her hitting companions because she's such an expert shot. She can just thread those arrows. So go ahead, Volric, and do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, and she is gonna use it, so it'll give her some minuses to hit, but more damage if she hits.
Okay. Whew. 17 definitely. Oh, and -3, that still hits.
Okay, great. So cannot see this for some reason.
It
It's coming
is
up.
15. It looks like 15 points of damage.
Okay.
So that first Sahuagin closest to Rin is struck with an arrow. It's still standing, not dead.
Okay. Can I use my bonus action before my second attack?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's go ahead and send in. Oh, you know what? I don't want to complicate things. We're not going to use her pet for now.
Right, because Bert is a giant frog right now.
Yeah, and I don't have that character sheet created yet, so this is fine. I will fire a second time. Still alive.
All right.
There we go. Second shot.
Second shot, that definitely hits. And is that on the same one?
Same one, yes.
Okay. With that, 16 points of damage. That Sahuagin drops dead.
Awesome. So, left side of the chest and then through the heart.
Awesome. Right through the heart. And the Sahuagin drops dead. Is that it for Rin? Does Rin want to move or anything else?
Who's right in front of Rin?
Aize.
She's going to. Oh, I guess I can move her. She's going to move right in front of Aize.
Okay, go for it. And as Rin is darting into battle, getting in front of you, Aize, next up we have Volric. All the Sahuagin are trying to gain their composure, but you all just are moving too fast. What do you do, Volric?
Light him up, Aize! I will, ready my action until after he, unleashes his fireball, assuming he will.
Okay, and what's your action going to be?
My action is going to be to run up and hit anybody who's still standing.
Excellent. Next, okay, so holding your action, I'm trying to think out because it's your reaction. I don't know if you can move.
I have a second plan, actually. So
Okay.
Instead, I am going to cast Sleep on any survivors.
Perfect.
That will be my action, no movement.
Excellent. Okay. So it is the Sahuagin, but they are surprised, trying to get into position. And Shifty, you're up. You're muted.
Great. So Shifty is going to do something that I don't know if y'all have seen before, but he's gonna take out his knife, a dagger, and go, and then just kind of like whisper to it and kiss it, and he's going to cast the spell.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if this is going to be a surprise attack or not.
It would be because they be surprise attack.
Cast Ice Knife.
Ice knife. Awesome.
On the one right here. Let's see here. Let me get my screen here. This boy right here.
This one.
Yep, the second one down.
Okay. Excellent. Is this a surprise attack? That is a good question. It is a surprise round, but you aren't necessarily hidden. I'll tell you what. Since you're so little and you're right behind Volric, you still have Pass Without a Trace on, and if I remember, your stealth was high enough to get up to the door. So I will say that you are popping out behind Volric, throwing this ice knife. So yes, you have advantage on this attack, which doesn't actually matter. The 20 definitely hits. How much damage?
It does. Let me double check here and push that little button. All right. So it does 12 points of sneak damage and 4 piercing, and then it should be doing some cold damage as well.
Okay.
Let's see. So the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay.
And
all right.
also the second piercing is that one.
Excellent. So the second piercing is a 4. Okay, cool. So 16 points to the 1. The knife goes whizzing past, slams into it, and it explodes into a shrapnel field of ice shards. They will all make dex saves. What's your spell save DC?
13.
13?
So yeah, the first one should take 16 and the others should take 4.
A lot of damage.
And did I roll enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's only 4, so I rolled 1 extra. Okay, so we got a 17. So that one succeeds. So does it take half damage?
Let's see here. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. Target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. It doesn't actually say that.
Looks like that. It looks like hit or miss.
Yeah, hit or miss. Okay, so next one definitely failed with the 3, so it takes 4 damage. The next one down. What was your spell save? 14.
It doesn't take any damage. It looks like if it must succeed or take this damage, so it doesn't take any damage if it succeeds.
And your spell save was 14, right?
13.
Okay, so 3 out of the 4 all fail as ice goes into their kind of blubbery flesh, or rubbery flesh. And they all are standing. The one, though, that you hit is kind of buckled over in pain, barely standing up. Aize, you are up.
I'm going to go.
Oh,
behind,
sorry, Shifty. Yeah, go for it.
Eric again.
All right, I'm going to move archive. Archive, give me a better view of that room, will you?
Yes, of course.
And Archive floats forward.
I don't think his infravision is on. Like, field of vision stops like here.
Let me turn.
Sorry, his dark sight.
You're right. He doesn't.
I have my my sunblade out, which emits light.
Yes, you do. You did have it under your cloak, if I remember. But Archive does have dark vision, and I just turned it on. Did that work, Aize?
Yep.
Okay.
So I see
Disconnected, I think.
Aspen here.
Oh no. Who did we lose?
Is that you there, Aspen? Where I'm pinging?
Yes, that's Aspen.
Okay, good. I couldn't do the measurements for Fireball.
I will do that for you right now.
Oh no, I'm doing it now. I mean, I couldn't do it while she was there.
Oh.
Well, I couldn't see her.
Where do you want the fireball to be cast?
1 second. I don't want to catch her in it.
It's gonna be tough. I mean, show me where and all.
Hold on. North.
North.
Okay, move towards archive.
Okay.
Shit. Oh, pardon my language.
That's okay.
It's okay if you hit me. It's fine.
Yeah, I can't do it without hitting.
How hitting has
Do
Aspen.
it.
Hold on.
Do it, please.
20 feet.
That will also hit Chenyar. I mean, Chenyar will have what is it? +5 to your Dex saving throw because you're behind cover. But still, it will hit Chenyar if he cast it
Move
there.
down 5.
There you go.
Move right 5. And move up 5.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Okay.
All right, archive. I'll place it there.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You hear Archive go,
Wait, but your friend, sir, are you sure?
I have a feeling she'll be fine. She's lucky.
Oh, okay, very well.
shoop, the beam of
And
light.
if not, then well, I'll apologize later.
The beam of fiery light shoots out and erupts in the center of that room. You all hear a series of as the Sahuagin are engulfed in flame. What is your spell save DC?
16.
16. Okay, here we go. This is a lot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular Sahuagin. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, was that your damage? I didn't mean to. Oh no, that
Damage
was
is 23.
23. Okay, so only one of the Sahuagin made the save, and it was 23 damage. One of the normal Sahuagin. So that would be the second one. Okay, so this one takes 11 points. This one also takes 11 points, but is engulfed in flame and is obliterated. And the other ones take... Oh, no, wait, sorry. That one takes 23 points. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Do these guys... Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Good job, Aize. So all the regular Sahuagin are just burnt to a crisp.
Toasted.
Toasted. Totally toasted.
Fish fry!
They all just go up, getting obliterated by the heat of flame blasting through the door. Rin, Volric, Chenyar especially, you are pressed up against the stone wall and you just feel this heat and see these like gouts of flame go right past you. The other two inside, let's see if they can make their save. Boom, boom. They both fail, so they take 23. They're still standing. And the final one next to you, Aspen. Aspen, you take 23 points of damage as you are unable to duck out of the way. And the one inside only takes 11 points of damage, the big guy next to you. So, Aspen, as the flames clear and you feel your flesh kind of burning from this extreme heat, you just see that one Sahuagin with the trident barely flinching as the smoke kind of clears around him, and they look towards you and their mouth kind of unhinges slightly, and you just see these rows and rows of teeth as they go. Ah! All right, next up is.
I'm sorry. Do I have to make a concentration check for
Yes.
Alter Self?
If it requires concentration, then yes, you do.
Okay. I think it does, right, Ayuze?
Alter Self, 1 sec, let me check. I'm pretty sure it does, but I'll check anyway.
Okay. As you're looking that up.
I
Yes,
gotta
it is concentration.
Okay.
And
And you hit me for 23, so what am I? DC 12?
Correct. DC 11. DC 11. Hey!
12.
Nice.
Just made it.
Volric, what was
I'm firing off my sleep spell.
firing off your sleep spell? Okay, go for it. What is the
So-
radius?
It is a 20-foot radius. That's a 40-foot diameter.
So it's also it's a fireball.
Yeah.
Excellent. Where would you like to drop it?
Oh well, in the back because I see everyone else is fried. So as deep down that cavern as I can.
Okay, let's see how far you are able to see. I mean, so the thing is, Volric, you don't have dark vision, right?
Nope. But I see, based on what you have here on the chart, I'll ping him. I can see this guy.
You can. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll aim at that guy. That'll be my.
I did offer my goggles of night seeing to him, but I'm not sure if he took it.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't know you did.
So Volric will say, yeah, there's a guy right here. So you're able to see around the corner, and you release the spell. Go ahead and roll your d8s.
All right. I'm gonna try and click on the spell itself to see if it actually fires it off for me.
That would be cool.
Or over here. Ren. The stupid online delays. Oh, maybe I closed my character. Let's see. Ulrich. I did. Okay. All right. Clicking on it. I'm thinking about the damage that my compadre might have taken in there, not knowing, but I'm gonna go ahead and. You know what? She might be in trouble in there, so I'm gonna cast at level 2, so I get an extra 2 dice. Here we go.
Okay. It looks like that is 19.
I guess. I say mousing over. I can't read it mousing over.
Let's see. I can't read it either. Well, I see 19, so
That's probably like this happens a lot. It doesn't
That's
count.
Yeah, that's the base. That's the level 1. So it's +8 for the higher casting level.
19 plus 8.
nice. Okay, so 19 plus 8,
47 hit points.
27 hit points. What are
Does
your?
that affect me as well?
It does, I believe. So what are?
I don't. Oh, that's a good
It
question.
affects all creatures. So what are your hit points at, Aspen?
I am sleep.
Well, no, because it goes to the weakest one first, and then trickles down. So what are your hit points at?
I only have 12 hit points left.
Okay, so
Okay.
the first one, okay, here we go. The first one has, the first one is knocked out. So this guy falls asleep. The next one, it was 27.
Yeah.
And then Aspen, you start, so both of the two at the front drop unconscious. Aspen, you start to feel yourself drifting off into sleep, and you manage to shake it off. There wasn't quite enough. There was not quite enough to affect you.
Okay.
Just as planned.
Yeah.
This is great. This is going great.
I love it. I love it. All right. So that was your held action. Aize, are you done with your turn? Did you want to move or anything like that?
I will not move, but I will advance archive.
Go for it.
So that's I moved him 10, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
So I'll move him 20 feet down the corridor. So
Excellent.
I can have a better view of what's going on inside the room. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so Archive drifts down the hall into the room. And that takes us to Chenyar. You are up.
Okay, so she's going to run into the front part of the room so she can take a look what's going on.
Go for it.
I have 30 feet of movement, so I guess, are each of these 5 foot? Yeah, 5, 10, 15. She sees the sleeping guys.
Uh-huh.
She gently steps over them.
Go for it.
20, and 25, 30. I think this is Aspen, right?
Correct. I think, unfortunately, if I'm measuring this correctly,
Am I too far?
you're 1 square too far. I think you're 5 feet too far.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
It doesn't
So
matter. I
that's-
think I got 30 feet right there.
Yep, you did.
Okay. So is this guy here?
Yep, that
That
one's
guy?
conscious and looks to be a Sahuagin. Yep.
She is going to look at how bad Aspen looks. And she will cast. She's going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
At 2nd level on Aspen.
Excellent.
Okay. And let's see what I get. 13 points of healing.
Nice.
And let me see if there's anything else I can do. No, that's it.
Okay.
There's nothing else that she can do.
All right. So.
Other than look at the Sagawagan and go,
As you gingerly step over the unconscious ones, touch Aspen, curing, seeing some of the wounds close shut and the burns go away. You look at that Sahuagin, which just is glaring back at both of you. Okay, next up is Oceanus. Oceanus, I believe, is still invisible, if I remember, because that lasts an hour. And you didn't you haven't cast another concentration spell. So Oceanus is going to run up to here, and will unfortunately. Okay, he can attack twice. Cool. He has that feature. So he has a light crossbow that he whips out, and perfect. Is just. Oh no, yeah, nice. So he has a light crossbow as he comes sprinting around the corner, pulling up the light crossbow, and is going to fire it twice, expertly reloading it. Oh no, it has the load action, so I guess he can only fire it once. That's right. Okay, so he fires it once. Here we go. And misses with a 10. So it into the dark, going past that Sahuagin. And that is Oceanus. Next up, Sahuagin, which they are surprised still. Taking us to the top of the round, Aspen, you are up. Oh, you're muted.
I look at the Sahuagin right in front of me, and I will cast. Do I want to cast this? You know what? No, I'm gonna do an inflict wounds on him.
Okay.
Hopefully, I can kill him before he kills me. So,
Go for it.
Inflict wounds. I'm gonna cast it out. 19.
Yep, that hits.
17 points of necrotic damage.
You slice through with your battle axe, and you watch some of the flesh retreat away, and this necrotic energy takes effect. They're still standing. They kind of.
There's nothing I can do.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna stand here, holding my ground.
Okay. Rin is up.
All right. We're just gonna move to get a better view here. Can I move on to the dead bodies?
Yes, you can.
Okay. She'll appear, knowing that Volk's probably gonna come charging through. Actually, it's better. Okay.
Can I ask a quick question of the DM before you go?
Sure.
For Ren. Is talking a free action at all?
Correct.
Okay, so if it's okay, there is one tiny thing I want to make sure that I mention to Aspen. I will whisper, "There's one in the other room."
Okay. So Aspen, you hear Chenyar say that as Rin is pivoting into position.
Okay.
Okay, is this
Yeah.
is this guy the big dude?
Yes.
Okay, all right. She's gonna fire at him twice.
Go for it.
She's all about the sharpshooter, so we'll do that again.
Okay.
Okay. So the favored foe, that means that the second shot after that first one will be an extra D4. So if she hits and doesn't kill him, the second one is a favored foe. Okay, here we go. That's.
Ooh, no, that does not hit. The arrow just ricochets off of their thick armor that appears to be made of shells.
She kind of and then she can take another shot.
Go for it. Oh no! No, unfortunately. So both shots, king, off of the thick shell armor that the Sahuagin's wearing as they're starting to get up into Aspen's face. All right.
She yells, "Those are warning shots!"
Don't yell.
Okay, is that it for Rin?
Yes.
Okay, Volric, you're up.
All right. So I if I do an attack action as part of College of Swords flourish, I get extra 10 movement. So I'm within 40 feet of this dude, right?
Let's see. I think you are. Indeed, you are. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So let's move up there. And how much is that? 35 movement to get up there?
I believe that's 30 from where you were actually.
Perfect.
Yeah,
okay.
30 feet.
In that case, I'm going to run up and I'm going to bash him with the pommel of my sword, basically doing a improvised weapon unarmed strike. So it's an unarmed strike. And so let's with that. Here we go.
Nice. So is that 17 plus 4? That hits.
Ignore the bless. 17.
17?
Yeah.
Just hits.
Excellent. Okay, so he takes a whopping 11. Plus as a bonus action, I can grapple.
Yep.
So I will now. I can basically bash him and then use that same armor, kind of use my blade to kind of control him, right?
Okay.
Okay. So grappling, athletics.
Oh, so he makes an athletics check against
Yeah,
yours?
it's versus, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
17.
12. So you definitely grapple him as he...
And I can move him, so I have 10 more movement left because I did the flourish, so I'm going to move 5 feet away from Aspen.
Okay, go for it. I'll move him as you move. So move your 5 feet.
All right. And that'll be my turn as soon as I move a guy.
Okay. So you start to pull this Sahuagin away as you're grappling him. Gets dragged across the floor away from you, Aspen, trying to reach out at you. And that takes us to the unconscious Sahuagin. I believe they just keep sleeping because nothing has woken them. Shifty, you're up.
Awesome. Shifty's gonna move forward a little bit so he can get a better view of what's actually happening on the battlefield.
Okay.
So, 5.
Oh no! We lost Shifty. Wow, we're having some bad connection issues tonight. Shoot. Okay. Well, since Shifty just dropped, Shifty, we will get back to your turn when you return. So, Aize, what would you like to do? Just to keep things
matters
moving.
seem to be under control for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that.
So it was a free action to talk. I see Archive like hovering,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
I will look at Archive and I will say, in the other room, there's another one.
Okay.
Oh, well, that will inform my action.
Okay.
I was going to reload, but if that's the case, hold on. 30 feet will take. Archive can move 30 feet, so I'll move him here.
Excellent.
Oh my goodness.
So you drift up there with Archive, and through Archive's vision, or I guess you don't see this, Aize, do you? Just Archive
Yes, I
does?
do.
You do. So through Archive's vision, you see as you go into the other room, there are two Sahuagin which are spinning around to confront this sound, and you see them gearing up to start rushing towards... I don't think you necessarily know what they're about to do, but you see them, they are definitely getting ready to engage.
One and these Sahuagin, do they resemble the regular grunts that we blew up over here?
They do, yes.
1 second. Sorry, I just have to measure the distance.
That's okay.
Okay. We'll drop a fireball right here then.
Oh boy. Okay. Right here?
Yeah, that catches everything in visible range, right?
Yep.
Okay. You
Okay.
can move it further up. Archive is immune to the fireball damage.
Okay. Yeah, we're here. You can actually control that little sphere, so you can
Oh, goody.
go
There we
ahead and place it where you want to place it.
Right there.
Perfect. Okay, so as Archive drifts in, you see these two Sahuagin, which are getting ready to do something, and then suddenly, another explosion goes off, flames shooting out of the door. They both make dex saves.
35 points.
Oh boy. Okay, so one of them definitely fails and immediately is just burnt up as they flop to the ground in a crisp. The other one succeeds, so they take what is 35 halved?
17?
17. So that one survives the blast.
Well, 17 rounded down, 18 rounded up. It's up to you.
Yeah, round down. So
Those
17.
rounded down.
Yep. So 17 damage. That one is barely standing as the smoke clears. Okay, Aize.
And I'll have Archive say, one badly wounded one. Oh, I'll just yell out from over. Actually, I can move. I haven't moved yet. Here, I'll just move over here and say, there's one badly wounded one in the southeast.
Okay. So you hear Aize shouting that into the room. Aize, if that is your turn.
That's it for me, yes.
Okay, Chenyar, you're up.
Shh.
What would you like to do?
I just detonated 2 fireballs in there. I don't think she's gonna cut it.
All right. So with the information that Aize had provided, she will move towards the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm in range, I am, right?
Yes, you are. So you come running into the room and you see this one Sahuagin there that's recovering from the blast.
How bad does he look? Does he look like
Really bad.
Really bad. She doesn't like using her spells, but he's injured, so she's going to toll the dead.
Okay, wisdom save?
It's wisdom 15. Yes.
Okay, here we go. 14 fails. Okay, go ahead and roll that damage. Oh man.
Okay.
This
Let's just see real quick. I think if he's already damaged, it's more. So let me just double check it real quick.
Yeah, I think that's a Grave Cleric thing, right?
Spell damage increases by 1 die when you're so it's 2d12.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Oh, not as good as I was hoping. So 12 points of...
Chenyar, what does your Toll the Dead look or sound like as you kill this Sahuagin?
So it's a ding.
Just a nice...
Nice little, almost as if somebody's hitting a teacup with a spoon.
Okay. And it does, is it necrotic damage?
I believe so. Let me just double. Yep, necrotic
Okay.
damage.
Do you like extend your hand or pull anything out, or just?
Yes. Let me just real quick look at this.
This is purely for flavor. I'm just curious, like what?
Yes. I just
yeah.
want to make sure there wasn't
Yeah.
any special non-components that I just wasn't looking at. Yeah. So she will make like a sigil, and then go like
Okay.
this,
And you
and
hear
that's
this.
when he hears the ting.
Okay.
Ting.
And as the little ting ting, this Sahuagin, the eyes go wide and kind of bulge out of the head, and they go, and their flesh kind of pulls in on their skull as they flop to the ground.
And as he
dead.
falls to the ground, she goes
Excellent.
like this little evil bit.
So
Bye-bye.
they drop dead. Chenyar, is that was your action and movement? Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
She will. Yeah, that's the end of her turn.
Okay,
So,
excellent.
actually, talking is free action.
hmm
So she will say in a very faint voice that maybe Aspen will be able to hear.
Okay.
I don't see any more.
Okay, so Aspen, you hear that coming from the hall beyond.
Whisper.
As we are going to backtrack to Shifty. Now that Shifty is back, Shifty, what would you like to do?
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I was going to do a bonus action to dash
Okay.
for my cutting action.
Yep.
To get to where I am right now,
Mhm.
and just want to double check. Is this guy right in front of Volric? Is he
He's grappled.
wonderful?
He's hurt and grappled, and looks like their immediate area boss.
Would I have any? If I could shoot my crossbow, would I have a clear line of sight, or would I be hitting Volric?
No, you have clear. There. If you roll a natural one, you might hit Volric. And you, yeah.
All right, I'd like to take out my short bow. Double check here. I don't have if it has a loading or anything here.
Okay. No, it doesn't. You're good to do multiple shots with the short bow.
Perfect. All right, I don't believe I get 2 shots yet at this level, so I'm just going to shoot my short bow here.
Go for it.
18
14.
because he's grappled.
No, you don't get advantage. He's not restrained. He's just as grappled, correct, Volric?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one level of grapple. Yeah.
Yeah. So he, with a 14, unfortunately, Shifty, as you let the arrow go, it just off of the armor of this Sahuagin. Is that it for you, Shifty?
That is all I can do. Yes.
Okay. Oceanus is up after Chenyar. Oceanus is going to follow suit with you. Shifty is going to come running into the room. We'll get up next to Aspen. Actually, wait, can he? Hold on, he was here. He might be able to get within melee range, which would be better for him. Yeah, 30 feet. So he can get to there, pulling out a trident, and is going to go to stab this Sahuagin. He gets 2 attacks.
These bodies, they count as you have to go 10 feet, right?
No. That's fine. They're just dead bodies. It's fine.
Can I go a little bit further then?
Yeah, go
Possibly.
for it.
All right.
So Oceanus, unfortunately, with both of those, despite this figure being grappled, they're able to position themselves where the armor catches the brunt of the attack, not dealing any damage. That takes us to the Sahuagin. So the Sahuagin, God, what can they do?
He's grappled. He's probably gonna have to fight me.
Yeah, I mean, he is. He's gonna fight you because he's grappled by you, and yeah, you see him try to spin around on you, Volric, and bring out his trident, and is going to try to jab it up into your stomach as you're grappling him. So he gets 3 attacks. So here we go.
Only have 1 armor class.
And he's gonna hold the trident with both hands to try to get as much leverage as possible with this. So here we go, 3 attacks. So that is a 16, and a 23. Does the 16 hit?
Nope.
Okay, so just the 23. So you only take 4 points of piercing damage. So essentially he gets 1 good hit, slams it into your armor, and then starts to press with all his might, and that 4 points of damage as it poking through just a little bit, piercing into your stomach.
That tickles.
As they still grappled. The other Sahuagin are all dead. And...
Or sleeping it off.
Or sleeping it off. Okay, Aspen, you're up.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast, the one that Vorik is holding. I get 2 blasts.
Okay.
This level?
I think you get 1. Are you?
No, I get 2
level?
because I'm 5th level.
You need to be 5th level.
It scales toward with level, not a class.
Nice.
16. With 5 force damage.
A 16 to hit. 16 to hit does not hit. So, but the 24 does hit. So the 16 off the armor. 24. How much damage for the 24?
Just 3.
3.
I should have more than.
Is that not? I see 3 plus.
No, because I didn't. Because I had a crit on the other side.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
+1 is the crit.
So, hits this Sahuagin. They still standing.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that was it.
Yep. That's all I can do.
Okay.
So yep. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Rin is up.
Okay. She's going to move to here, draw her bow about 5 feet away from him,
Mm-hmm.
and then she'll say, "What's Sahuagin for surrender?" She yells out.
Okay.
Does anybody know?
Does anybody? I don't think anybody knows Sahuagin.
Okay. Well, then she's got the bow and she goes like that. She got to point it at him, like her doing her best to kind of intonate. This is your chance.
Okay. Interesting. Make an intimidation roll for me.
That is what she's known for.
Honestly, at disadvantage because of this Sahuagin is currently being grappled by you and trying to kill you.
Yeah, totally.
But let's see.
I just think this is what she might do.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't come up. Wait. Look again. Intimidation. There we go. Disadvantage. Okay, she's not gonna use her sharpshooter feat.
Okay, 7. Yeah, no, this Sahuagin is focused on you, Volric, and you can see their mouth is actually starting to open up, exposing the teeth like they're about to bite you. All right, Volric, you're up.
All right. I say, okay, so then he takes a D4 damage by being grappled by me at the beginning of the round.
Nice. Okay.
So basically, I'm kind of pressing my blade into his neck and starting to cut into his neck. So
1 damage. Okay.
Is he dead?
Nope.
All right. And then I'm going to move him so I have one hand just about his neck. So I pull back my sword and I will just stab him.
Go for it.
Okay. Wrong character. Sorry, guys. Okay, longsword stab.
Oh, nice. 25 definitely hits.
Okay, so 13 points.
13 points. He's still alive.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to... We have such an advantage at this point.
Oh, yeah. He's just trying to struggle and bite you, taking us to Shifty.
Awesome. Shifty is going to look at Vorik and he goes, "Do you think he'll cooperate with it for information?"
Based on his response to Rin, I don't think so.
Great. And he pulls out he's gonna put the crossbow down next to it, put it back on his latch, pull out his saber or his rapier.
Okay.
And he's going to attack with it. Sneak attack, obviously.
Go for it.
And just double checking here my booming blade if it actually hears.
Oh, booming blade, isn't it? Is it not loud? Maybe
I believe
it's not.
it is. I was going to double check if people can hear it anywhere.
And I'll do this today, but moving forward, I probably won't remind you because I know I don't think you used it in your last game. I do play with flanking rules, so Shifty, if you want to get advantage on the attack, you can flank with Volric.
I think I already have it with him being next to him as a rogue.
You unless you're like, I think unless you have something special, are you a swashbuckler?
I am a
No, you're arcane
rogue.
trickster.
If anybody's next to them, that's an enemy.
You get a sneak attack, but you don't get advantage. You have to.
Oh, okay.
So
You're right.
if you move opposite from me on his other side, that's the flanking rolls that Nathan's using.
Yeah. Okay, so you are you going to get into position for advantage?
Yep, I'm
Okay,
gonna go right.
So
I
you
am
get
right
into
there.
position, and is that a 20 to hit? Yes, a 20
It's a
hits.
big hit. Otherwise, it would have been a 1.
20 hits.
All right. So it looks like 8 points of sneak damage, 9 points of piercing, and 6 points of thunder.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, that's that was enough. So Shifty, what does it look like as you kill this Sahuagin?
So Shifty comes up and says, "You think he's going to cooperate, huh?" And Borg says his response, "Yeah, it doesn't look like it," and goes, "All right." And he goes, he whispers a kind of an incantation, like, "Time for Sonic," and just slices it right into his side, so he doesn't go through Volk as well.
Yeah.
And as he pulls it out, an energy like goes around him, and then just kind of implodes into him.
Nice. Okay.
He goes, the stab wound, and then kind of stab wound sucks in, and then boom.
So
And
as
kinda-
the blade withdraws, this energy and the sucking sound, and there's this moment where there's absolutely no sound. It is dead silent, and then you just hear this, and you watch the side of the Sahuagin just burst outward as they onto the floor. They are dead.
How loud was the sound?
How loud is thunder booming blade? Does it say in the description?
It didn't say that. So that's why I was just trying to double check to see if it was going to be loud. If it's going to be loud, I didn't want to use the boom blade.
Well, I think you already did based on what we just did.
That's why I checked it. It didn't say. It just says it takes thunder damage. It doesn't say anything about noise.
Okay.
So thunder, if it helps, thunder is blocked by silence.
I don't think anybody's casting silence right now.
No, I'm just saying that it makes noise. Is my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Booming blade. It doesn't
Double check it.
say anything about
Doesn't say anything
sound.
about
So I'll just say it's loud enough for the room. It's like a loud pop, but it's not like a massive.
Boom.
It's not like what's the one like shatter. It's not like that. So just a poof into the room, kind of muffled, as guts go everywhere and the Sahuagin drops dead. That takes us out of combat as the sound of combat comes to a close, and there's these two Sahuagin that are currently passed out on the ground. You can see there's these big war hammers that are on the ground next to them, and they are knocked out asleep. As you kind of get your bearings, Volric, you realize you're standing in darkness. There is no light source in this fortress. So you can't even see Chenyar in the other room. You can barely see Aspen from the little bit of light that's coming through the door, but the sun at this point is down below the horizon. So it is dark outside and dark in here.
I think we have a great solution, which is you may have missed was Shifty said he was going to lend me his goggles.
Okay, so do you take those goggles? Okay.
So just real quick,
Yeah.
DM, just to remind you,
Yeah.
my blade, and I can control how much light it emits.
Got it.
The blade emits bright light in a 15-foot radius, and then additional 15 feet of dim light.
Excellent. How much
just to let
light?
you know.
How much light do you want to emit right now? Because I think you can kind of control it, right?
I can control it.
So do you?
Right now, I'm going to only have it emit light up until this point here and this point here.
Can you give me a rough number? Let's see that. So to here, you said.
Yeah.
So 30 feet.
So to 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet.
So you're gonna emit 30 feet of bright light, and then beyond that, is there dim light that's past that, like another 30?
No, I want the total light to end at 30 feet. So it
Understood.
will be 15 feet
15,
of
15
bright
feet.
and 15 at dim.
Got it.
I don't want it to go beyond that.
All right, you should be doing that now. Your token should be doing that. Yep, it looks like it is. And from everybody else's point of view, yeah. Okay, cool. So, Volric, you slip the goggles on and you are able to see within the room. Everybody else who has dark vision, you can start to see details emerging. You find yourselves in this very Spartan room of stone, very utilitarian. There appears to be like one bench off to the side. You can see that scattered off to the sides of the walls, there appears to be like leather wineskins just like on the ground. And you see that there is to the east a big bronze like gong that is being held up by straps of sinew and leather resting there, and next to it there is what looks to be a metal rod for hitting it. You, Chenyar, in this room, as you start to look around, again, you find yourself in this, it's very bare, Spartan, utilitarian stone floors, stone walls, everything at right angles, really cleanly chiseled. And you can even see it hasn't been like decorated anyway. You can see the chisel marks in the wall, but everything is very finely made. And behind you, you can see that there is a crank for what looks to be a portcullis that did not get dropped. And above that, you see there is a massive net suspended above that corridor that you ran through. But thankfully, you all were able to catch these guys off guard. So that is what... That's what you see. What was that, Aize?
We really need to dispose of these two. I mean, they're just asleep.
They're prisoners.
Chinyar will come back into the room with you guys, and she will look at Shifty because from her position she was able to see Shifty, and she will look at him. Shh, shh. And she will hear Aize, and she will say, "Yes, we do. We need to be quiet."
Do it or don't, Volric, but we got places to go.
Well, we should agree. Maybe we can leave the sea elf out here with our bound and gagged, partially fried fishmen.
If you believe that that's a prudent choice, then fine. But we should really get a move on.
We should move them over by the cliff.
My honest opinion, I say we just kill them.
I agree with Aize. No reason to have them waking up and calling for help. Kill them now.
Well, they will only cause us trouble, Volric. You know that.
And in the
end, they will not run away.
Well, I have no problem with this, of course, but I know Aize can read minds more or less, and he can also comprehend languages. All he needs is these suckers to be awake. We get some more info. However, it's a lot easier to just stick them in the neck.
We only need one, and I sliced the one next to you.
Okay.
Before he makes another move, Chinyar's going to go, "Stop," and she'll look at Aize and say, "Would you be able to read the minds of these creatures so that we knew the layout of this lair?"
No. The probe with only one, they have to be conscious. Two, I have to mind probe. There's only limited information I can get from the mind probe itself. The speak languages, the problem with that is, well, I could do comprehend languages, but it doesn't enable me to speak their language. I'd understand what they're saying, but they can't understand me. I can't question them. That's the problem. Comprehend unless I cast a comprehend language on the Sahagin as well. And to do that, I would need 10 minutes.
Well,
what about your telepathy? Doesn't it allow you to
does not circumvent language barriers. Yeah, if you're thinking a different language, I can't understand it.
In the other room, there are 3 separate halls I saw. And we're going to have to decide which one to go down. I just wish there was an easier way, but it looks like...
don't be worried. We have a burglar. And I point at Shifty.
Burglar? I don't know if I would call myself a burglar.
I always assumed that was a compliment amongst halflings, but as you wish, mon capitan.
Ren steps up and she says, "I can do it." She says, "I do have these boots."
Even
boots
better,
are-
but again, we're burning time here.
Yes. And you certainly know how to clear a room, Ize.
Oh, that
Well,
reminds me. I pull out my pearl of power and I use it.
Okay. You get a spell slot back with whatever spell you had stored in there.
Actually, it just restores a spell slot.
Oh, nice. Okay, there you go.
I'll put it in VTT.
Yeah. I trust you. Excellent. So you get a spell slot back.
So I'll restore a third level spell slot, and I tell the group I have 2 fireballs left.
Okay.
well, I will suggest we don't know how much further we have to go to find information that we need. So we should be very careful and not burn through too much before we find out how much further we need to go. Hopefully not too much
concur.
further.
I'm gonna save the last one no matter what until we get out. But I would just
Well, we have-
remind you that the fireballs take up the same spells as counter spell.
We have one of 3 ways from the other room.
Okay.
I point at the 2
All right then.
men.
I say, "Well, we can always capture more later." And I'll stab the other one.
Okay, so Shifty stabs through the throat of one. Volric, you stab through the throat of the other, and they both go limp and dead.
Booty gras.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother because you would get critical hits on this anyways. So we're not gonna bother rolling for that. They are dead, and you are left now to do whatever you want. You're in this room. You don't sense any approaching danger. You don't hear anything with your passive perception scores, and with that, I did want to.
Quick question.
Yeah,
You said in this room there was a large gong on the side.
correct.
Where's the gonger?
I guess this is it right here.
Yes, that's it.
No, but where's the...
There was guys with
Thing.
hammers.
Yeah. So I look to Volric. I say, maybe we should take that off the wall. If someone happens to stumble in here, they can call for help. That's gonna be bad for us.
Good point. I'll walk up to it.
Maybe we can pop them up. Some of them that aren't so.
If I'm wide enough, do I think I can pull it off with some help?
Oh, you want to pull the gong off? Yeah, you are big enough right now. You could probably do it. Just make an athletics check as you grab onto it.
I will walk up and give him guidance.
Okay, get a D4.
Nice. Okay. Okay, athletics. Advantage. Oh, that's right. I didn't do advantage last time when I was grappling, but anyway, didn't matter.
Sorry, just as an aside, can I search the Sahagin leader?
Yes, you can.
That's what I was going to do as well, actually.
So, Volric, as you snap the straps off the gong, you're holding it now. What would you like to do with it next? As
I'll give it to Shifty to carry. No,
Toss it in the water.
exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
so you go
I'll-
outside.
Yep.
Are you gonna like Hercules it in the Disney movie, or you just?
I'm gonna do like Captain America. It.
Yeah, there you go. It goes sailing off into the water and sinks beneath the waves. So the
At
gong.
about that time, I probably will resort to my regular size. It only lasts a minute.
Okay. You shrink down. As you're doing that, Shifty and Aize, you're hunched over, going through. This creature doesn't really have pockets, but let's see if they have anything on them. Here we go. This is where we're at. All right, so you start going through the pockets of this creature. You don't find any anything really of value. Like they have armor on, which appears to be made of like big hard shells, like massive sea snails are being used. Some of the armor itself looks like it's probably from sea turtles. They have a trident at their side, but other than that, they don't have pouches with like coin or anything, or any keys. Let's see. So you got did you both roll investigation checks? Shifty did for a 5. So Shifty, you don't find anything, and Aize, you helping Shifty, you don't see anything as well. Okay, so with that, just to 27, Aize, with the 27, you don't find anything of value on any of the bodies. The only thing of maybe note is that there are those like wine skins off to the side. And actually, as you pick one up and sniff it, it has an incredibly harsh, like, iron scent to it, as well as being kind of alcoholic. It's like really, really strong iron and like alcohol mixed together.
It's like blood mixed with beer.
Kind of, yeah, it really does. But not even beer, like blood mixed with like vodka. Like, it's really strong.
You should take one.
You're welcome to.
I will definitely take one if Aize isn't, but also just for color.
Yeah.
Chinyar will, of the 2 that we coup de grace, she's going to take what she can off of them to add to her disguise kit.
Sure, yeah. You can take... So yeah, like I said, they have these pieces of armor made from shells and like sea turtle shells, things like that. If you want to spend the time, I don't know, it's going to be a lot of things to carry, but you could...
She's just going to take what she can to add to her disguise kit so that she can enhance her disguise if she wishes.
Okay, I would say the smaller things you could take are probably some, like, what do you call these? The forearm
bracers.
Guards? Yeah, bracers. So you could probably take some Sahuagin bracers.
Okay.
Okay. So you have Sahuagin bracers and a Sahuagin wineskin with mystery liquid inside. So with that noted, you have 10 minutes left on Pass Without Trace after doing an investigation of this room and kind of getting settled in. Right. What would you all like to do as you come further into the fortress? You do see indeed, Chenyar, as Chenyar said, there are 3 hallways that you can go down. There's one to the south, and then one to the west, and one to the east.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to bring it to the group's attention. We have about 10 minutes left, right, Ren? And if Ren agrees, I say Shifty, Ren, and Archive should go down 3 different hallways, so that way we know which hallway is the best route to take.
Brilliant.
Okay. So, does everybody agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to point out, Archive cannot stealth.
Okay.
Can Archive turn invisible?
No.
Oceanus, then. He was great at stealthing.
Yes, and Oceanus is still invisible.
No more.
He made an attack, so he's no longer invisible.
Oh, that's right, he did. Shoot.
Oceanus looks over you all and goes, I'm okay at the stealthing. I'm not the best. I'm a bit better at fighting.
Look, why don't we just send Rin and Shifty down 2 corridors, and then they come back, and then one of them checks the other corridor.
Okay.
Okay, if we do that, then I suppose that Vorik and I can keep in contact with them as they go.
Yep.
So we know that they're safe. If anything happens, they can get the help that they need.
All right. So as Shifty and Rin duck down into the shadows and dart off down their respective hallways, let's start with Shifty because we have Shifty here. So Shifty, it looks like you're gonna head west, and you got a 25. Is that with the plus 10?
That's without the plus 10.
So 35. Okay. So you dart out of the room. Nobody knows where you went. You're completely silent. So you have about 10 minutes here. I think for the sake of kind of speed, if it's okay with you, Josh, I'm just gonna kind of move your token for you to like intersections
ahead.
essentially, and then you decide where
That
you
off,
want to
I'm
go.
wearing a helmet, by the way, like the helmet of so I have night vision.
Got it. Okay, so you have the
Don't
night
have that
vision.
yet. I'll construct that for next time.
All right, so Shifty, you start heading down this hallway as silent as you can be, and when you get about 100 feet down these Spartan stone chiseled hallways, you do see a chamber to the west. And just up ahead, you see another hallway leading off to the east. Would you like to continue going south or go down one of these chambers?
I'd like to. I'm going to inch forward here to see if I can see around the corner.
Okay, so you head and poke your head around the corner. As you come into this room, what you see is this room actually seems to have been decorated and furnished at this point. There's not much in here. You actually see an errant pickaxe lying on the ground that seems to have been discarded. And there's little bits of debris in the room that haven't been cleaned up. But looking around, you can see there is what looks to be an empty coffer resting in one corner. The lid is open. There's nothing inside of it. There's a large stone table and bench set up, and the walls have been decorated in tiles. You see these dark blue tiles decorating all of the walls, and you see little mosaic murals displaying sharks devouring various creatures of the sea. But nothing else catches your eye in this room.
Tasteful. I'm gonna sneak off to the next corner here.
Okay, you get to the next corner and poke your head around looking into this room. You don't see any creatures initially. All you see is a massive room opening up before you. In fact, your dark vision doesn't even see to the other side. And in this room, it looks to be some sort of barracks. You do see there are more pickaxes and tools scattered all about the room. There's multiple empty coffers that look like they've been set up and are getting ready to be put into position. There's these big, massive stone pillars rising up from the walls, and you can see that there are various other rooms further within this huge chamber. But
Do I hear anything?
make a perception check.
17?
17. You listen carefully. You don't hear anything in this room. You don't see anything in this room. And then you hear further within the fortress, muffled, very quiet, this kind of
Does it sound like it's
low...
coming from like down here or from behind?
Sounds like it's coming from the south, from the hallway behind you. If you were to continue going, you hear the sound of it's incredibly faint, but you hear the sound of what sounds like tools banging on stone. So kind of like kum, 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 kum. What would you like to do? Would you like to go further into this room or continue south?
How many minutes has it been already, or just a minute?
It's been, I'm going to say, since you're going relatively fast through these rooms, I'm going to say it's been 5 minutes. So you have 5 minutes left.
Okay. I'm going to take down this room here to see if I can go.
Okay.
Quite quickly, but not like this until I see here. I'm going to come to the corner here.
Yep.
Do a whole, Pink Panther thing.
Yep. You poke around, you just see the hallway continuing, these 10-foot wide hallways. And these hallways, Shifty, for you, especially as a halfling, they're kind of intimidating. They're incredibly wide, super tall, Spartan stone. You definitely feel like you're in some sort of like military fortress. And as you poke your head around this corner, you see more hallway going south. I'd say that you were able to do that in about a minute, so you have about 4 minutes left.
He comes to this corner to peek around.
Yep, you see more hallway looking around the corner, and then further ahead, it looks to be there's another hallway extending to the east.
I'm gonna skip this one here, and peek. And he sees it's a door.
You poke around and you see there is a stone door in front of you.
Ears to the door to listen.
Make a perception check.
Well, this time only 7.
7. You don't hear anything on the other side of the door. However, you do hear the sound of that stonework is a bit louder to the south, not on the other side of this door, but you do hear that, but nothing on the other side of this door.
I'm not gonna risk anything and open it.
Okay.
Um,
I'd say you
is
have
there any-
about Go
Is
ahead.
there any surface there? Like, could I have a mirror? Would I be able to slide a mirror underneath?
Make
Or
a
is it-
sleight of hand check. I would say you could probably slide one, like the front door. You could probably slide one through the gap where they close together.
Okay.
I'll grant you a sleight of hand check to get that mirror in between.
Yeah, check my thieves tools.
So sleight of hand using your thieves tool. So if you're proficient with thieves tools, you can add your proficiency
Expertise,
bonus. A 21, nice. Okay, so you're sliding this between the door. Okay, you carefully slide this mirror between the door, and then looking through that tiny gap, much like before when you broke into this fortress, you angle the mirror such that you're able to just catch it and see into the room. I'll grant you one more perception check. Yeah, one more perception check. See what you can see. Whoo, nice, a 22. Okay.
like
do this. Okay. Looking into the room, you start to angle the mirror, and what you see is that there are many hooks attached to the wall. And as the mirror starts to, rotate around the room, and you start to see more and more of the walls, you see that some of these hooks are occupied by carcasses, by bodies. You see some bodies have been skinned, some bodies have been disemboweled, and you can see that these are not pigs and cows and sheep like you're used to. You see humanoid bodies. You see some that look to be human, lizard folk.
Is there any movement?
You don't see any movement. And you can see that on the floor as well, there's scatterings of bones and errant, discarded clothing and tools.
I have about 1 minute left, right?
Correct.
I'm going to slide this out, and I'm going to... How many feet can I go for 30 seconds?
30 seconds, you get to the end of the hall.
Right. Then I'm just going to check around into the hall. I
And
see that it's
Yes.
there. I'm going to do one more hall just to see, even though it might be
Okay.
pushed.
All right, so you
Okay, that's too
scurry
much
to the end of the hall, and you see that it starts to kind of angle around, just continuing. The sound of that chipping on stone gets louder and louder as you approach, but you don't bump into any creatures, you don't see anything, and you feel the presence of Rin's magic dissipate. You are now left without the magic. So, to get back, I'm going to need you to make another stealth check without that plus 10.
All right. I will do that. And I'm guessing at the same time they're doing theirs, so I'm going to, or she's also
Yes.
exploring.
But let's see if you can, okay, a 14. And actually, yeah, so at this point, Shifty, the sound of the stonework is quite loud. You can hear it now. And with your stealth check, you get advantage from all the noise that's occurring from that. So you get that 23. Are you going to start moving back?
I'm going to crawl, I guess, sneak up to just the edge. I want to see what this leads to.
Okay, so you continue carefully, gingerly moving forward down this large stone hallway, and you get to the edge, poking around, and you can see more hallway extending. There's a T intersection up ahead, and to your right, you see there is another room.
Is this where the sound coming from?
No,
Do I think?
the sound seems to be coming a bit more to your north, potentially west.
Does this have a door?
It does not. As you poke around, you just see into another room. Looking
What do I
into
see?
that room, go ahead and make a perception check.
And I will go back after this. I think I just want to make sure that what we're running into, that's my whole reconnaissance thing.
Yep. 10? Okay.
10.
So even with the 10, you look in, and this looks to be a storeroom. You see there are hammers and chisels and mining picks, crowbars, all stacked up in the room next to sacks and ropes, things of that sort.
That must be up to something. And I'm going to do one last thing to come to the edge to
Okay,
see
make
what...
another stealth check for me with advantage.
All right.
23, okay.
23.
You get to the T intersection, you don't see anything to the left and right.
More forks. Where does the sound coming from? This side? Or
It's
behind?
coming from the west.
From the left side.
Yes. Okay. Are you gonna push forward?
I'm going to go to the very edge to see if I can.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Shifty, no more moving your token as you carefully inch up down this hallway, and as you move forward further and further, you start to hear that sound louder and louder. You hear strange guttural language that you recognize from the entrance of Sahuagin barking orders. And looking around the corner, you can see the room is filled with Sahuagin that are lording over multiple humanoids that are laboring away at the walls, chipping and chiseling away to create more space, more room. They have torches lit for the humanoids in this room, whereas the Sahuagin with their big, dark, bulbous eyes are just glancing around. You see some of them
Can I see
chatting
from
to
this
each
spot
other.
right here?
What was
Ian?
that?
Nathan, can I see all that from just here? Like, are the humans like right here or something? Or
Let me see.
because I'm kind of, I had the idea if I hear guttural sounds coming up, I'm probably going to use my mirror instead of just putting my head around like, oh.
Well, yeah, we'll say that you're using your mirror to look around. That's fine. You rolled your 23 stealth. You are hidden as you're looking around.
This is probably what I see.
From what
vision.
from what you can see, you see three Sahuagin, and then just past them you can see two humanoids chipping away at the wall. And there is what appears to be a staircase going down. That's kind of partitioned off by some walls in the center of the room. Go ahead and make a perception check for me as you're looking into this room.
14.
14? Yeah, that's, oh yeah, it would be at disadvantage too with all the loud sound, so, but still 14. That's all you see. So Shifty...
Right, I'm going to go ahead and let it shift over to this. I'm going to scamper back.
Okay, I need you to make one more stealth check for me to leave this room and see if you don't get noticed.
Come on, Josh.
With advantage because of the work that's going on.
Good.
Good thing it's at advantage.
Woo.
Shifty, you peel around the corner and start to dart down the hall. You hear some of the... There's a moment where your heart drops thinking that maybe they noticed, but you don't hear any sounds of feet following you. So Shifty, you scurry back to the group. If it's okay, Josh, I'm going to move your token back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just so that while we're doing this, you don't end up poking around.
And I'll go ahead and report that, what I heard, storage expanding downward, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, well, so you're on your way back. As that's happening, we cut over to Rin, and we can do Rin here, and then we'll go on our break. So, Rin, or Volric, since you're playing Rin, you start heading south. Go ahead and make that stealth check for me.
Okay.
With the plus 10.
So I already did that because I announced.
Yeah, what did you get?
So because she has advantage because of her boots.
Yeah.
She has a 23 plus 10.
Nice, 33. So yes, so without issue.
Yeah. So her plan is, I'll tell you the lefts and the rights.
Go for it.
She's going to stop occasionally and use her investigation to find either traps or secret doors, and just keep moving. So every once in a while, just have me roll, unless I say like, oh, I want to look at this wall or something.
Okay.
But that's her plan.
Understood.
She's relying on her passive perception for enemies.
What's her passive again?
15.
15. Okay. So Rin darts down the hall, and moving into the next room, Rin sees what looks to be a weapons storage room. There are racks and racks of spears, warhammers, tridents, all sorts of weapons piled up on these wooden racks. You can see to the north there are two chambers. Each chamber looks to be a storeroom. There's just errant supplies piled up in the corners. And just like what Shifty was seeing, you can see that as Rin is moving through these halls, it's that same chiseled stonework, and there are little bits of dust and debris in the corners that haven't been cleaned up yet. Rin, do you want to continue south?
I would like to pop my head up north.
Yep.
And look see in there. And again, you kind of tell me like I don't have any particular area I'm going to be looking, but I do want to use my investigation every once in a while for traps or secret doors.
Understood. So going into, let's just do one roll for both of these rooms, if that's okay, just to kind of keep it simple. Go ahead and roll your investigation check for these 2 rooms as Rin goes to explore them. A 19. Very thoroughly, Rin pokes her head in, goes around the corners, checks for secret doors. Both of these rooms are just storerooms. There's nothing hidden within. I will say that gives Rin 5 minutes left on the pass without trace. So the only other door out of here is the one to the south.
Yeah, she'll go there.
Moving south, Rin pops out into what Shifty saw. A massive chamber. It looks to be is getting set up for like a barracks. You can see empty coffers strewn about the room, errant tools, bits of debris. But that is what she sees in here. Would she like to do any investigations in this room, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me for Rin.
Yeah, she'll want to step in a little deeper, but yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Here we go.
4. Oh, that's insight.
Oh, that's why I rolled a 4. Is that Volric? Anyway, I will roll the proper character and the proper skill.
16. Okay. Rin goes through this room, and what Rin finds is again, no secret doors, no hidden entrances. This is very clearly being set up for some sort of barracks. There's all of these stone coffers that are kind of a little disorganized, like they're piled up in areas, and kind of going through them, they look like they're probably going to be used to, like, store the personal items of soldiers. There are 3 additional rooms that Rin pokes her head into. And looking into these rooms, each one looks to be a captain's quarters or some sort of sergeant, right? Like higher ranking officers going through. The final room that she pokes her head into is still under construction. There's like bits of stone strewn on the floor. There are tools on the ground, but nothing of note really catches her attention. She doesn't see any hidden doorways.
Okay.
I'm just double checking here to make sure. Yeah, that's what she sees. So again, this is a really big room. So at the end of that, pass without a trace fades, because this is a huge area to thoroughly investigate. What would you like her to do?
She's going to, since she's connected with Volruk, she says, I'm going to go a little deeper.
Okay.
Hold tight.
Go ahead, roll a stealth check with advantage without the plus 10.
Exactly. Okay. Expertise is nice for a ranger when you get it. Oh, here. There you go.
Nice, 27. Okay, so Rin, I'm assuming, just for the sake of brevity, Volric, Rin's gonna exit out the east side over here. Okay, so Rin exits out to the east side and sees a hallway heading north and a stone hallway heading south.
Still go north.
North. Okay, so heading north, she sees a room to the to the east, and then the hallway continuing north.
And it's green because...
So going into this room, as Rin takes a look, she sees what appears to be another, like, quarters, like some sort of probably higher-ranking officer quarters that have been built. The walls are covered in, like, a green tile, and similarly, she can see mosaics of sharks devouring various sea creatures and land creatures as well that have been unfortunate to drop in the water. There is, in the northeast corner, one of the empty coffers, there's a little bit of light emanating out from it.
Well, she will definitely approach that.
All right. She approaches the coffer.
She'll tell Volric, too. She'll say, I see light in the coffer. I'm approaching.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check as she approaches. Okay. She carefully approaches. doesn't see any traps, no secret doors, and as she looks into the coffer, she sees that it's actually filled, the stone coffer, it's filled with water, and lining the entire interior of it is what looks to be like algae that's growing in it. And the algae is emanating this blue light that's just kind of filling that corner of the room.
Yeah, she unless her survival tells her something immediately, she's gonna.
She can make a survival check.
Okay, cool. Here we go. She's the right girl for this job right now.
14. She doesn't know what this is. I mean, I would say she's familiar with that there are plants and animals that can emit light, whether through magic or naturally, but this is something she's never encountered before.
She's young and inquisitive. She's gonna go ahead and take off a gauntlet and stick an arm in there and try and root around, see if she can find anything in there.
Okay. She sticks her hand in and kind of roots around in the algae. It's slimy. It kind of peels off of the stone. There's nothing in this coffer. It just has this algae growing in it.
Okay. She's definitely leaving now.
Okay. So she exits the room and she has the hallway to the north or the south, or she can return. What would you like?
So I'm trying to look at my map here, see like if I take a double back, if I go up and west. Does it look like it from her? I'm not zoomed out.
Make another survival check for her.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Oh yeah, natural 20. She is confident that if she were to go north, it would double back to where the group was. There may be rooms up there, but that definitely will head in the direction of the group.
Yeah, she'll go that way, and she'll let Volk know.
Okay, so she starts heading north, gets to more hallway, continues west. It kind of banks around, and as she comes around the corner, she sees Volric and Chenyar standing there in the room where she started.
She says, I see some people look like you and Chenyar. Oh, all right, she's back.
Okay. As she returns, Shifty as well, moments later, returns, and you all share the intel that you've gathered with each other. And I think this is a good spot to stop for a break here as you all return and gather up. So with that, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back here in 5 to 10 minutes. Does anybody want to plug anything, say anything before I go to our little break screen?
No, but you should plug your other show, sir.
Sure, yeah, why not? Yes, please. If you like this, if you like this style of show, you like me, I guess, my face. You can see a lot more of me and hear my voice a lot more if you head on over to Story Reckless, which is my other show that I run on Monday nights. Every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, you can come and watch Story Reckless. And it's me and 3 other people. We're all pretty close friends, and we have a great time. And we're running Descent into Avernus, so a lot of, like, hell-based stuff, which is fun. So, yeah.
It's a great show. It's a great show, guys. It's a reason that I recruited this gentleman to run this game.
Thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to send us over to break. And we'll see you soon. And where's my thing? I have so many scenes. Here we go. See you soon. Hello, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. As always, we're Dressed to Quest, and let's just jump right back into it. I don't think anybody else has any other plugs. I think we're good to go. So, as we pick this up, Shifty and Rin converge with the party with their intel, divulging the information that they've gathered. Meanwhile, Chenyar has gone outside and collected some stones to use as markers as you move your way through this maze of a fortress. Chenyar, you said that during our break, you said that you also wanted to dispose of the bodies. So the question is, where are you going to put the bodies? If you want to
Chenyar will say, we don't want to put them in the water because that will attract attention. After all, so we should find somewhere along the side that maybe we can put the bodies and stack them up so that they're not noticeable.
How about right outside the front door? That ledge.
That might work. Does anyone have any ability to cover them with sand or
But
something?
given a little bit of time, I could incinerate them.
Well, most of them are incinerated already.
I could
did a
incinerate
wonderful
them more.
Nathan, it does look like a war zone, though, right? Like between the blasts of fire and the guts and the blood and stuff splattered everywhere.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of like viscera on the ground. There
Not
is
a problem.
big scorch marks.
Does
From
anyone have prestidigitation?
Spoken.
So as Aize goes around, while Shifty and Rin are doing reconnaissance, Aize goes around and with prestidigitation starts to dissipate the scorch marks, the bits of blood, the viscera. I mean, the bigger bits of viscera are still going to be there, but you can collect those with the body. As all of this starts to get cleaned up, but you still have the bodies themselves and all of their equipment. And there are quite a few.
So let me run back outside.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best thing to do is not leave them in this chamber and close the doors. We'll put them outside, stack them up, but not put them near the water, and then close the doors, like it was when we first arrived. What do you guys say? You think it's a good
I
idea?
think that's a wonderful idea.
Am I back yet?
Not quite.
Volric, could you help me? I'm not strong enough to move all of these.
Of course.
Could the rest of you do it? I'm not strong enough to help with any of it.
Well, if you could do the prestidigitation, that would be your part, and we
Oh,
can
I will.
move the rest.
Not I, said the cleric.
All right, so I'm not gonna have any skill check for this. You have about 15 minutes as everybody is scouting. As the rest of the party starts dragging the bodies out, Aize starts doing prestidigitation. And by the time the 15 minutes pass, you have all the bodies stacked up outside relatively neatly, and then you shut the doors behind, closing behind you, and then put the bar on.
Actually, before they close the door, can I disappear out past where the bodies are, down that walkway, and see if anybody is patrolling or anything?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. 18.
18. So you look out past the pathway, and the pathway maybe only goes out about 30 feet before it just completely crumbles into the sea. Beyond that, there's a good quarter mile before the shore. And looking out into the waves beyond, you don't see any creatures on shore in the darkness. Let's see. You don't see anything.
Okay.
Okay. So, with all of the bodies gathered and outside and the doors closed, you all gather once more in the room. And as you do, you hear the faint footsteps. Actually, you don't hear anything. Rin just suddenly appears out of the darkness. And then same with Shifty. Shifty appears about 5 minutes later. And you all gather up. You have your intel. What would you all like to do next?
Wow. The question is, do we dive deeper?
I say we check the quartermaster's room, or the whoever the the office that Ren found. There
Um,
could be plans there.
there could be. Did we find anything that would lead down further? Because wasn't there another level?
There's two
Yes,
other levels, and
I
there's
did.
one set of stairs going down. I believe Shifty mentioned in the room with the the overseers and the slaves.
There's
There's
no other stairs.
There's stairs going down.
Well, there was no other stairs. And
going downward. Yes,
how many were in that room?
I saw two Sahwagan, and I'm sure there were more. I only saw two slaves, humanoids. I couldn't tell exactly what kind of humanoids. They looked a little fishy, but perhaps like that one lady we met, the merfolk. I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure there's more than two, anyways, to keep a hold of all of them. But there is one, at least one in charge. But I have to compliment you. Really cleaned up well here while we were gone. What'd you do with the bodies?
What bodies?
We ate them. Oh, just kidding.
Put them in the water, I hope.
Just kidding.
Are they still like around here?
They're on the other side of the door, Shifty.
Maybe we could just put them in my covered boat so that nobody can walk upon them.
We hid the boat, Shifty.
Yes,
I think-
on land.
I think we're fine.
You sure?
I think that time is of the essence. I have a question for Rin.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have access to another pass without a trace spell?
She probably does. Check. Let me the suckers get cast. She can cast. Oh yeah, almost for sure. Yeah, she says I'm good for another.
All right, maybe hold that in reserve. I'm all for checking the office because we are supposed to be collecting information, and there might be some information there.
To potentially save us time, Nathan, when Ren was going through, was she able to kind of poke her head in containers and things and see if there's any?
Yes.
So she was.
This from her intel, it's clear that this level is still under construction. There's been nothing like moved in really, except for some basic items like weapons. But like all of the coffers were empty. There were nothing has been lived in yet. Everything seems to still be under construction.
Sounds like maybe we just go for those quartermasters. Go down.
Oh, muted. You're muted. Chris.
Well, if there's nothing else of import on this level, then certainly. How you want to go about it? You want to just open the door and kill the Sargon quickly?
They have some slaves in there, right?
Tell the slaves there's that they're free and there's one way out.
Yeah.
If they're aquatic creatures, they only need to reach the sea in order to escape.
So fireball would probably be a bit rude, wouldn't it?
I think maybe we hold off on the fireball in a room full of innocent civilians.
I think we need to be very careful with the number of spells. You seem to be going through a lot of them, Aize.
Oh no, I'm fine. The pearl helped a lot. I had a feeling that cracking the door would require a bit of force. Don't worry. I'm holding up. I'm not going to use a fireball unless the situation demands it.
Okay.
I think, we could, if you want to take my opinion, I think we could definitely, sneak in there and get them by surprise, just like we did here. I do think there's quite a few less than what we found here down by the expansion area. So I'm pretty sure we could, with me sneaking up on them, and I'm sure a couple of you can, shoot. We got Rin over here. She's an ace with the bow.
Well, I would suggest you said that there's a stair down, right?
Yes, by the slaves, I believe. But you have to pass in.
We want to make sure.
Right.
We want to make sure that none of them escapes down the stairs to warn anyone that we're coming.
They should
Great.
sleep on them, didn't you? Get any more sleep spells?
I don't know, but we used to call them runners.
I remember that they brought back something called a train.
A train? What the hell are we talking about now?
You know, like an address. The train of address.
Oh, okay. You say?
Don't worry about it.
From the layout, Shifty, do you think that you or Rin could sneak your way over to the stairway, block that way out?
No, I don't think we could be able to sneak past those guards because it's a big open area, and we'd have to go past these guards I believe, where the slaves were just working away. We might be able to sneak from the pounding. There's a lot of distraction there, but and just to double check, DM, I did see the stairway next to the slaves, right down the hallway, not in this big section. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was. So you looked in the room, it opened up, and in the center of the room there was like a stairway going down that was like partitioned off.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Shifty, how far from where you were was the stairway? Approximately.
So if you go to the corner there, there's a big open expansion, and then I saw maybe 30 feet or something like that, 25, 30 feet, I reckon. And then
awesome.
But
okay,
you got Sahuagin in between you there. They were. I didn't want to go closer because I was using my mirror to check on it, and I noticed. Yeah, they didn't notice me, thankfully, but we would not be able to sneak past them. I don't think they would. We'd have to be invisible to do that.
well, I did notice, Aspen, you seem to be able to teleport. Can you still do that? You disappeared and then you appeared 30 feet away.
Yeah, I can still do that.
I can as well. So maybe you and I can partner up if we need to block that stairway.
I can also teleport, but I'm not going to block the stairway with my body.
Actually, what if we do this? I mean, they have human slaves. We have Boric. We have you. You're good with a blade, right?
Yes, but I can't do as much damage as somebody like Volric.
I say we try to deceive them again. This time, I think. I mean, we can try. I can try again, but if I bring you two in there as prisoners, that may give us the opportunity we need to take them out. Ren, Ayuze, and Shifty can be on cleanup, and no one is none the wiser.
We can try that.
I can disguise myself as if I don't have this shiny armor and big sword.
I mean,
disguise myself as well.
And I still have Alter Self, so.
Yeah, perfect.
But again, I think we need to be very careful. We don't know how far we have to go. It seems this place is a maze of some sort.
Definitely lots of like catacombs or beehive or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just concerned that I don't want to necessarily use up everything in the beginning because I don't know what we might see later.
I think that's a fine proposal that Aspen had. If we want to do something that's less impactful, I could change myself into Sahuagin myself. I think by the time I get to the stairway, the worst I'll get is some questions and looks, but then I'm already there. The rest of you rush in the room.
So, Aspen, your plan was for a prisoner, and you're also going to disguise yourself, Ulrich? So am I going to be the prisoner, Aspen?
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna choose someone.
I don't
more
mind.
Of a volunteership.
And she, you see, like her sunblade. She sheaths it, and the sunblade kind of disappears. The blade part. You only see a hilt, and she kind of covers it up with her cloak. And she says, "I think I can keep my weapon hidden."
Okay.
So, is the plan then that Aspen and Volric are going to look like Sahuagin, Chenyar is going to look like a prisoner, everybody else is going to follow behind? Is that right? I just want to make sure I'm understanding correctly. Is that right?
I was gonna make myself look like a prisoner.
Oh, you're gonna make yourself look okay. So Aspen, Sahuagin, Chenyar and Volric look like prisoners. Everybody else follows at a
Yeah,
distance.
I'm not going to use my disguise self to look like anything other than what I look like. I'm
Okay.
hiding my weapon and I'm like acting like as
Sure.
if I'm taken prisoner.
Okay.
Although you know what, I will also be a Salwagan because I can definitely get farther into the room, not looking like I'm a captured worker.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then what is
Then
everybody?
I think
Yeah, go ahead.
then I think we should bring Oceanus with us. Ren, if you can translate. He said he was a great fighter. It'll look more plausible if we have more than one prisoner.
Yes, of course, I could do that. If I'm going to be a prisoner, though, it might look a bit odd if I'm wielding my weapon with me. With somebody, one of you could hold it, perhaps. And
Yeah,
you could
give
toss
it to me. Give it to me. I'll disguise it with my spell.
Okay, he hands you the trident, and his crossbow. Okay, and then the rest of you. What are the rest of you doing?
So Rin will follow, pretty close behind, rolling under stealth.
Okay,
I will have Archive following, and I will stay back as far as I can, and
Okay.
I will use Archive for spotting and spell casting.
Okay, and Shifty, you're gonna stealth.
I'm just gonna be sneaking up behind him so I can do a nice good old sneak attack on him. Yep.
Okay, and are you all gonna go the way? So I'm assuming you're gonna go the way that Shifty found to that room, to the east. Okay, okay. So everybody gets prepped as Aspen and Volric shift into Sahuagin. Oceanus and Chenyar, you are you gonna bound yourselves, or are you just gonna have your hands up like this as you get led there?
I'm going to have Volric look like he has like me bound, but I'm going to be able to undo it. So.
Okay. Oceanus will do the same with Aspen. So the four of you going out front start walking down the hall. I'm just gonna kind of clump you all together into groups and move you as a group because it's just kind of a lot to get you over there. You start going down the hallway that Shifty scouted out. After about 10 minutes or so of working your way down these hallways, following Shifty's lead, you get to about here on the southern end of the fortress, and Shifty, you know that up ahead, around some corners, is that room. All of you can hear the sound of the stonework and the chiseling of the tools on stone. With Aspen and Volric out front, both of you are using Disguise Self, correct? Or some variation thereof? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm using first level spell disguise, yeah.
Okay.
Before we go in, I just look at Volric. If they ask you anything, just grunt. Don't say a word. Okay?
I mean, they don't speak sarcasm?
Do I hear them talking?
I would say, yeah, you're right there with them.
I shut my good eye and I wink.
So I'm going to whisper very quietly to Aspen. If they ask you any questions, I'll make a distraction.
That would be lovely. Okay. We got this, guys. Okay?
All right. You make your way down the hall, and you hear that sound becoming louder and louder. At this point, Aize, you feel comfortable at this point that you probably won't be heard, that you can post up here. If you want to move any further, you will also have to make a stealth check to continue following them. So you send Archive forward. Okay. Rin and Shifty, I need you to make stealth checks as you follow behind the group. Let's see what you get. This is at advantage as well because of the loud chipping of stonework. Okay, 21.
Ooh. Also, I'm sorry. Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
To the four, if we can, let's try to get into a flanking position. That way, we can stop them from running off.
Okay. So, the four of you confidently walk down the hall and around the corner. Shifty and Rin following behind, with Archive floating behind the two of you. Now, at this point, I'll let Archive and Rin and Shifty, you can kind of control your own tokens as you move up. Just don't go into the room, because then you would be spotted, but you could go up to that corner. If you want to go into the room, let me know, and we'll address that. The four of you, do you have the prisoners in front of you, Aspen and Volric? Are you like pushing them as you go, or are they behind you?
Yeah, I would suggest that they go in front of us and we just kind of push them lightly.
Okay. So the four of you start pushing your way into the room. What do you do as you enter this room? As you enter, what you see, you come into the light of this room from all the torches, and what you see is, same Spartan stone walls. There are big stone pillars supporting the ceiling in this room. In the eastern side of the room, the walls are very much like worked stone, and they're still being built out. You can see multiple humanoids that are working their way through the walls with pickaxes and hammers, and then scattered about the room there are Sahuagin guards. What do you do as you enter the room? The two Sahuagin in front of you obviously see you come in, and they turn to address you.
Sorry.
Whimpering.
Okay, you're whimpering. Okay. Oceanus kind of follows suit, starts to whimper. Aspen?
How many guards do we see? Do we only see these three?
Make a perception check. As you do a quick scan of the room.
Nah. Got an 8.
An 8? Yeah,
All right,
you see what you see.
Chinyar-
And Chinyar, yeah.
Chinyar can see a lot further as an elf.
Okay.
And she's going to say in a very, very hushed tone,
Okay.
there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 past the first 3.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
Sure.
With advantage, with the loud sound.
Banging going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess this would be deception. I would give you deception. That actually seems better to me. Make a deception roll.
Sure.
If that's okay.
With advantage as well, because of the noise?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I kind of just grab her by her jacket and shake her? But I'm listening to what she's saying.
Sure. Go for it. Make that deception roll. Let's see.
So I rolled once, and I
Okay.
roll again, right?
Yep. Roll again. Okay.
21.
Okay, you managed to whisper that before the two Sahuagin, which start to approach you, seem to notice. And you pull on her at the last minute, Aspen, and causing her to stop. Volric?
Good question. Yeah. So as I noticed that they're directly coming up to talk to us to kind of block us.
Yeah.
My question is, can I turn and do a CAD trip fairly innocuously?
Maybe. What were you thinking? You want to do message?
I know. I want to do a minor illusion behind me.
Ooh, that's tricky. Because minor illusion, I'm assuming, is it verbal and somatic?
Almost for sure.
Yeah. You can try. You can make a sleight of hand check. I would give you that.
Excuse me. No, I'll pass then.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. Yeah, it's actually somatic and material, so you would have to, do something with your hands and try to hide that. Okay, so what do? These two other guards, they start approaching you, and they begin to go.
Yeah.
No, stop! Leave me be. And she's going to cause her distraction.
Okay.
And she's going to turn.
Okay.
And she's going to pull. And then she's going to lunge at the one that just said something.
Okay.
And as she lunges at him, she is going to cast.
Oh, it's on.
Wow. Yeah, I like that. Boom.
I love it.
She's going to cast inflict wounds. F. 3rd level.
Okay. So you start to do that and throw yourself at this Sahuagin to fall on them and cast inflict wounds. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll give you this. As they're kind of getting into position, getting ready, not sure what's going on, pulling their weapons out. Go ahead and make your attack roll on the Sahuagin.
Okay, do I have advantage at all because it's a surprise?
Make a deception roll for me for this
Sure.
attack. Let's see how well you can get this performance. 12? Okay.
Just a 12.
No, you do not have advantage on this. At the last second, the Sahuagin sees you go and casting the spell towards them. So go ahead.
Okay. So I will roll my attack.
Yep.
Oh my god.
What'd you get?
Natural 20.
Oh,
Wow.
20.
Nice. Okay, nice. Go ahead and roll double the dice. So
So
roll-
it's double damage?
it's double the dice. So I guess for inflict wounds you don't add any modifiers to it, right? It's just dice.
It's just dice.
So yeah, you can
So
just
do
go
I do
ahead and
double dice?
just you can do double dice, or you can just roll the normal inflict wounds and then double that number.
I will choose to roll twice.
Okay, go for it.
First roll.
Let's see what this is.
27 points of damage on the first roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll the second one.
exploding Sahuagins.
$26 points on the second roll.
So as you fumble onto the Sahuagin, they notice at the last second as your hands go up and doing the somatic component and the energy goes into your hands and you grab onto them. They do indeed. They don't explode, but they implode. As you grab onto them, you just watch the veins turn black in their rubbery skin and they just go and kind of pull in on themselves, the skin wrapping tight around the bones as if all the moisture is just drawn from them in an instant. And they, as a brittle form, fall onto the ground. All of the Sahuagin immediately start barking out in fear and, well, not fear, but barking out orders. I need everybody to roll initiative for me. And for both Aspen and Volric, really quick, do deception checks for me. I want to see if they
They
know.
don't know. They just see me.
Well, that's what I
as-
mean. But I want to see if they're able to see through the illusion. So both of you make deception rolls for me.
Right along.
21 for Aspen. Nice.
All right, and I get advantage because of my cool rune.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see what happens. All right. Let's get this thing kicked off here. I'm gonna roll initiative for these guys.
Well, Volric says, "We're both really Sahagin and surprised just as you." And I wink at Aspen.
If you say that out loud, your deception
you're gonna
roll
say that
is
out loud. Come on,
void. Your deception roll is void.
You just ruined everything. So I roll initiative as well, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah. You got
Oh
that
my
one.
gosh,
you got
that
that
was
one
crazy.
surprise off. Okay. Let me just get all the rolls for my NPCs here and okay. All right. I'm gonna say that the
Important question I have for you, Nathan.
yes.
Do any of us get a surprise round?
Um,
I'm
I
gonna-
would say both of you do.
Good.
Because you're
I'm going
right
for this,
there in
yeah.
the room and you were with her as she did this. I'm gonna say that Rin and Shifty and Aize, since you were all hanging back, you weren't really up close to kind of be aware of exactly what was gonna happen. You're just kind of reacting. That you don't get the surprise round. All right. So with that, as this kicks off, we have Aspen. You get to react first as Shenyar pulls back and you see this Sahuagin fall down as a dehydrated corpse.
I'm gonna look at her horrified, and I'm gonna start making my way further into the room. So can you move me? Hold on, let me
I can move you,
measure
yeah.
this out.
What-
Yeah, 30 feet from where she is, but I'm running away. But I'm trying to get a better view of the room.
Where do you want to
This
go? Do you want to
really-
just go straight north?
I want to go towards the back steps.
This way?
Yeah.
So, DM, also one of the things I was thinking about too, you said that talking is a free action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so after she implodes this guy, she wants to keep attention on her so that these guys can kind of do their deception. So she's going to be going
Got it. So you're just
to try and like
screaming.
get
Okay.
them focused on her, like
Yeah.
what the hell is this creature? What just happened, right?
Yeah.
So she's like making all kinds of noises and acting
Awesome.
like she's enraged.
Okay, so you're screaming, Aspen. You go pushing past, running into the room. As you get into the room, you start to see more of these Sahuagin there. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it at first level. Spend the sorcery point to twin it,
Okay.
hitting this guy and that guy. I'm
Awesome.
sorry, I didn't.
Go
This
for
guy and that guy.
this one and this one. Got it.
So Guiding Bolt, and I have advantage, right? On the first one.
Oh
I guess
yeah,
on the
yeah,
first
yeah. On
attack.
the first attack, yeah. So you go running past. They don't pay attention to you. They're spinning on Chenyar, and you release it at the first one. The first one with the 15 hits.
And the second one, just re-rolling. Ignore this damage. 20. Oh, it's the same damage. So yeah,
Nice.
they both will take 14 points of damage, and they both have advantage on the next attack.
Awesome. So they are now glowing with bright light from the guiding bolt as they are struck. They now all the Sahuagin see this Sahuagin fighting their own. They are on to something is off. All right, Aspen, was that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. The Sahuagin, which in this one moment they are surprised, they start to bark orders, shouting out to all the others as they start grabbing their weapons and turning at the commotion. Shifty, you're getting ready to spring into action. Volric, you're up.
Yeah. So, do I know where these stairs are here? 'Cause I don't know.
Yeah, they're the big on the map. They're this like big kind of darkened area because there's a wall that partitions it off.
Okay. Can you measure it for me? I'm not sure the measuring.
Yeah. The stairs are 40 feet away.
Okay. Cool. And is there? Is this a Sahuagin right there?
No, that's Aspen.
Oh, that's Aspen. Is that Sahuagin?
That's a Sahuagin, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm going to use my flourish so I get an extra 10 movement if I attack.
Okay.
So, I'll move up to him.
Okay, go for it.
How far is that?
To this one here?
Yeah. This guy.
Oh, that one. Okay. That is 25 feet. So you go running past. This Sahuagin kind of looks at you surprised and points towards Chenyar, starting to bark orders.
And I want to use deception and point like, yeah, go, fight. Like just, gesturing like, yeah, fight.
Okay.
And I'm going to be looking at her, and then I'm going to turn the disguise off as I thrust my sword into him.
Go for it. Make the attack roll with advantage.
All right.
So you like flip it back and just stab backwards?
Yes.
Awesome.
Is it possible as a free action to drop the trident and or the crossbow for this heal?
I'll let you drop the trident, yes. Or, I mean, you
Okay.
could choose either one.
I'm going to drop the trident.
Okay, so cling, it clings to the ground.
Longsword two-handed. Here we go. Go.
I need to roll for it, jeez.
27. Oh, a critical.
A
Got a
critical.
20.
Nice, go for it,
Right.
roll. So that
it's
means...
already in there.
Oh
So
my God.
It doubled my dice.
So is that 7 points plus 23?
Yeah.
So that is it's 30 points of damage. Oh my goodness. You do not kill that Sahuagin, but gut them, pulling the blade out. They look super wounded, like almost dead from that one hit.
Okay. And then, so where's the entrance to the stairs? Is
On
it
the
down
other side.
On the other side. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
Here.
at 25. So move my other 15 movement. I'll let him take an attack of opportunity on me.
15 movements to get to here. Okay. So you go running past Aspen. Both of them, now recovering from both blows, are going to swing at you, Volric. One with a Warhammer, one... here we go. Oop, did that not roll? There we go. So that misses with a 7, and then the other one swings out with their spear, trying to jab you as you run away. Here we go. 23 to... Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, weird. It rolled twice. Okay, so only a 7 to hit. So yeah, they both miss as you go running to the stairs. You come around the corner of Ulrich. You see the stairs descending down into darkness, and about 5 feet down, you see cold, inky water as the stairs go into the murky depths. Okay.
Okay, now, quick question, because I still have action surge.
Yeah.
I'm not blocking the stairs right now, it looks like, right?
No, you are not.
Okay, so then I will go ahead and use my action surge and use my action to dash, so I'm standing in the middle.
Okay.
Get in the way.
There you go. You get right to the center of the stairs, ready to take on whoever may try to run. All right, Volric, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, that takes us to the top of the round, which actually, hold on. Technically, Oceanus got a 20. So Oceanus scoops up that trident, goes running forward, and is going to stab twice at the Sahuagin in front of him. He gets advantage on the first attack, or on the if it hits. 24, so that hits. He deals 10 points of damage to them, stabbing into them, and then is going to attack with the second, and misses as they parry the trident out of the way, taking us back to Aspen.
Oh, sorry, one thing.
Yeah.
Bonus action. My whole point of going here,
Yeah.
I'm going to grow, so I'm really blocking the space.
Understood. So, and you've dropped the disguise. Okay, cool. Excellent. Taking us to Aspen.
I think you skipped Shinyar. She got a 20.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Had a 20 initiative.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Yes, Chenyar, go for it.
Okay. So, she's going to see this one is injured, right?
That one is injured. Yes.
Okay. So she's going to toll the dead.
Okay, here we go.
So she's going to go.
Ding, ding, ding. And wisdom save.
Yes.
15.
15 is the DC.
So they make it. So unfortunately, it does not
Damn it.
take hold.
Damn it. Okay. And so then she is going to... She's going to move and give flanking
Yeah.
to Oceana.
Okay, you pivot behind that Sahuagin, which is looking back and forth, a bit panicked. And then is that it for you, Chenyar?
Yes.
Okay, Aspen.
What do I
Actually,
want?
no. She will say, "It's on."
So the rest of you around the corner hear that.
Time to play.
I'm gonna move up to this guy,
Yep.
and I'm going to hit him with an inflict wounds
Okay,
of level 1.
go for it.
24 to hit,
Definitely hits.
18 necrotic damage.
They as well turn into a dehydrated husk and fall onto the ground. They are dead.
And then I'm gonna move back towards. I was right here, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna move back towards my companions in case I get flanked. So.
Okay, so you push yourself up against the wall, getting ready for what is to come. That takes us to the Sahuagin. Finally. Okay, so this one has 30 feet of movement. They are going to run straight up to... Who do they go for? Aspen or Chenyar? Okay, they're going to go for... They're going to go for Aspen, for Chenyar, because Chenyar just was the one that initially melted that guy. So They, oh, that was 25 feet of movement? Oh, they can get into a flanking position, even though they're being flanked, but that's okay. They will take that advantage as they pivot into position behind you, Chenyar, pulling out a big trident. You see this one seems to have similar armor to the leader that was at the first guard post as they pull this trident out. And they're going to stab at you 3 times. Here we go.
Miss.
With advantage.
If it matters, I can't see your rolls
okay.
on roll 20, by the way.
What was that?
I can't see your rolls on roll 20, by
Oh,
the
you
way.
can't. I'm
On
sorry.
roll 20?
I think I have. Oh, here we go. You should be able to see them now. I had my DM thing turned on. So they're going to attack with advantage. Did you have an objection to that?
No,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right, here we go.
Other than ouch.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a 24, a 17, and a 13.
The 24 will hit, the other 2 will not.
Wow, look at that. Okay, so 8 points of piercing damage with one of the strikes. They stab it into you. That is their turn. You do see them as they're stabbing into Chenyar. They look towards the other Sahuagin and they gesture towards the hallway that you all came from, and they start barking some sort of order. And you see some of the Sahuagin getting ready to go in that direction. It's now just the Sahuagin's turn, which they're all dead. The regular Sahuagin soldiers, you killed them all. Shifty.
All right, Shifty's going to go. All right, time to party, Rin. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. I want to see what's going on in this room. So I see. Did these guys look like slaves, or?
They do.
So we just got this guy and this guy.
Correct. And this one here.
Do I need to roll something to give an idea of if I think a 50 feet of thunder would echo into the water or something like that below? Go further to this room. Would there be something I could like roll for that, like nature or something like that? Or intelligence?
Yeah, sure.
Wisdom?
Just roll a perception, I don't know, yeah, investigation? Just roll an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Straight
up
intelligence check.
All right, intelligence. I rolled a 7.
You're not sure, yeah. It's hard
All
to
right,
say.
so it doesn't seem too loud to me. I think I went into this room already.
Okay.
Is there still clanging around and stuff like that? Like, are they workers still working?
They are starting to drop their tools at this point.
All right.
So the
I'm
sound
using
is starting to transition from the sound of labor into the sound of combat.
I'm using my bonus action to be able to dash over here.
Okay?
This one to the captain looking one.
Yep.
And I fixed the description for the booming blade this time, so now it'll say everything it's supposed to.
Cool.
And also the correct damage too, because I wasn't including +5.
Okay.
And here we go. I slice it out and I go, boom.
Okay. This will be a straight roll, so an 18 to hit. That hits. Whew. So what is...
8 points of sneak damage, and then 11 points of thunder damage, or piercing, excuse me, and then 8 points of thunder damage because I got max for that. And then if he moves voluntarily after that, he'll take another 2d8.
Nice. Okay, so you slide into position, stab with the rapier, and poof, there's a little burst of thunder.
Crack, 50-foot crack of kind of almost lightning or rumbling before the big one of 2d8.
Awesome. All right, Shifty, is that it for you?
I don't think there's anything else I can do. Did he die?
No. He's still doing good. All right, Volric, you are up.
Okay. That's right. Rin rolled a 1, huh? Okay, so I'm just going to ready my action and clobber anybody that gets near me.
Okay, go for it.
Well, no. If anybody gets near me.
You're gonna hold your action. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, hold your action. You get ready if anybody comes near you. Okay, that takes us to these Sahuagin.
Oh, actually, I will do one thing. Go ahead. Do the Saga because this won't really affect it.
Okay.
So did Ren go at all?
Rin goes on initiative count 4. It looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So these two Sahuagin come running up to you, Volric. Can they squeeze in there? I don't know if they can actually.
I'm doing my best to take up room.
I guess I did let you stand on this square last time, so if it's all right, they will get to stand there as well. So this square with the little bit of partition, creatures can stand there.
Okay. So for my bonus action, what I did was I'm gonna do inspiration.
Yeah.
On Shifty, and I say, cut your enemies to the bone. They'll flail and twitch as they fall prone. You may not be fully grown, but all shall fear the real Malone.
Amazing, Shifty. You have an inspiration die.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so all these Sahuagin, they start rushing in to attack.
So I'll hit one of the ones that accepts me.
Go for it. And you see that one of them, the one that the leader pointed to, goes running down the hall to leave the room, to exit the room. And Rin, who's standing there getting ready to engage, suddenly the Sahuagin comes running around the corner, kind of screeching at her.
In the face.
Go ahead, Volric, and roll your attack. You held your attack action, so you get both your attacks.
I only get one. I'm third.
Ah, okay, got it.
Okay, it's straightest. Okay.
Nice.
Oh yes. Okay, that'll hit. So 20. So 8 points of damage. I'm also going to use my other inspiration point to use a defensive flourish. So he's going to take a d6 of extra damage, and that burns up my second inspiration.
Nice.
So roll my d6. There we go. Did it come out?
I don't see it.
No? Okay, do it again.
It's a D6.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about now?
2. Yep. Okay, I see that. Yep. Okay.
And now I have a +2 armor class as well.
Awesome. Okay, so you slice into this one as they both come running up to you.
And I'm not done yet. And then my sword is going to burst into flame. He's going to take 2d6 damage.
Okay.
I'm using my flame room.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, nice. 9 points of damage.
And then he has to make a strength saving throw, otherwise he will be ensnared in the fiery chains. This is the thing I can do once per rest.
No, that was a natural 1. So this one, are they restrained?
He's restrained, he cannot move.
Woo! Well, wait, just grappled, or is
let's look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure, because if they're suffering from the restrained condition, that's very different.
Yeah. I will look.
Well, while you're looking that up, this one runs up. Sorry. Yeah, this one. Where was this one? This one was here. This one would have run up to Chenyar, to help the captain. And so is it restrained? Let's see. The hit a creature. Yep. While restrained by the shackles.
Yes.
I think restrained. I see restrained mentioned, so let's go with that. Okay, so they are restrained. That is a big deal. So this one comes running up to you, Chenyar. You have taken damage, right, Chenyar? You have suffered damage. Okay, that means that these creatures have an ability called Blood Frenzy. They get advantage on attack rolls, melee attack rolls against any creature that doesn't have all its hit points. So this one gets to make 2 attacks with advantage at you. One with its hammer. Oh no, it's going to do both attacks with its hammer. So it comes up to you, raising the hammer up, and it's going to swing twice. Does an 18 hit?
18 just hits.
Okay, so 8 points of bludgeoning damage slamming into you. Do you have a shield?
I do.
Okay, so with that second one, you boom, deflect with the shield. The other two come running up to you, Volric. Volric, have you taken damage?
Yes, before.
Okay, so these attacks...
Yeah, so they can get all frenzied on me or whatever it is
Yes, they
do.
can. So these attacks will be at advantage against you. 22 to hit, Volric. You take 22 points of bludgeoning damage. The other one, even though it's restrained by the fire, it's going to just go and attack you. So these will be straight rolls because it has advantage.
Okay. So the one that hit me for 22?
Yeah.
So is it 22 to hit and then 10 damage?
22 to hit, 10 points of bludgeoning.
10 damage. Okay. I'll absorb the 10 damage.
Okay, and the second one, does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay,
Okay.
off the armor, and then a 17. Does that hit? No?
21.
Okay. So that deflects as well. Excellent. All right, that takes us to the Sahuagin Priestess. So they get to... Here we go. Spell casting.
Oh, can we do an Arcana check to see what she's spellcasting if we can see her? I don't know where she is.
You can't see her, or see them. They don't really know what their gender is, but you see them and they raise a hand up as they, and they're going to cast, I meant to change this on their character sheet, but they're going to cast Spirit Guardians as, you watch as this red light shoots out from them, bathing all of you in this kind of blood red light as you see spectral jaws, shark mouths appearing, and they start to dig into you. But you won't take any damage, I think, until the start of your turn for Spirit Guardians. And I believe Spirit Guardians is it a 20-foot radius? Let's see.
I know I have Spirit Guardians, but I didn't take it this. I have to look it up.
Guardians, I have it here. 15. They float around. Distance of 15 feet around you, so 15 feet. So I guess that's a 15-foot radius. Okay. So that would be Aspen, Shifty, Chenyar, Oceanus. All are affected by this as they start swirling around. And the way it works is at the start of your turn, you will make a wisdom saving throw. And if you fail, you will take damage. Okay.
Yeah, so if you enter the area or you start your turn, I'm just looking at what I have because I have that on my character, but not memorized at this time. You must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, you take a certain amount of radiant damage or damage.
That's right. Excellent, thank you. So with that, the Spirit Guardians are cast, and that is her turn. So Rin is up. Volric, Rin is there in the hallway. The Sahuagin is attempting to flee.
Yeah, so she's going to let him walk about 3 feet and then shoot him twice in the back.
Okay, go for it. So wait, are you exiting their threatened zone?
No, I thought he said he's running past her, right?
Oh yeah, sorry. They run to where they are right now. That is as far as they can get.
Oh, that's his full movement.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So does she have disadvantage at this
Correct.
This range?
Correct.
Okay. She then she takes she pulls her bow out. She sees she's right in front of him. She can do a Legolas, try and stab him in the eye with it, just for
Yeah.
flash.
Go
Just
for
for
it.
flash.
Make the attacks with disadvantage.
Okay. And
Aize, you're on deck.
and she's still gonna do sharpshooter because she's that cool.
So
Doesn't her sharpshooter negate that damage close range?
No, that's crossbow.
Okay.
Crossbow skill.
Oh wow.
So that's is that a 9? That definitely does not hit. The arrow just snaps off the armor. It doesn't poke in.
She says rats, and then she's gonna go ahead and step back and give him an attack of opportunity
Okay.
and do a full regular attack.
Okay.
I still can't see your attacks, by the way.
You can't. I'm sorry. I'll try to fix that after this game.
Just let me know.
A 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, so 7 points of bludgeoning damage clocks into her. And as the blood comes off the hammer, you see the Sahuagin's eyes get wider, and they go as that blood frenzy starts to kick in.
Now, calm down. And she's gonna fire on Erica.
So you said she takes 5 feet back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so disadvantage more.
Oh,
Oh no,
Oh, no.
natural one!
No!
Yeah, we'll say that as she went to fire, that's when the hammer hit her and the arrow just goes up into
Yeah.
the ceiling. Okay,
Okay.
is that it for Rin?
I don't think she's bonus action. I don't think she's got any bonus actions.
Okay, that takes us to Aize. Aize, you are sitting in a hallway in complete darkness, but you're looking through your book, who is hovering there and can see Rin being attacked by this Sahuagin.
Okay, I'll move Archive 30 feet
Okay.
down to here.
Can I guess the Sahuagin can attack Archive, right? Because Archive is incorporeal.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Wow, that's
Um,
that's really, really powerful.
It is.
I'll. Hang on. That's not it. Manifest Mind. That's it. Okay, here you go. I'll post in. There you go. It's a long read, but it explains it. Okay.
Well, what does it do?
Oh no, it just says that explains Archive is intangible.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I trust you. Yeah.
All right, so I see what's going on in the room. This is where the staircase is. I assume where Bulwark is.
Yes.
All right. I will have Archive blast this Sahagin then.
Okay. With
Hang
Firebolt.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I'll stick to Firebolt,
Go for it.
as Rin already kind of softened him up a bit. One sec. Firebolt is Ina Idun. So I'll call it out from where I am, and down here.
Yeah.
Archive will fire it into this guy over here, but I require a hit roll to do it. So
Yes. Let's see.
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Great. Balls of Firebolt.
22 to hit.
22 hits, and is that 2 damage? Oh.
On 2 die 10, I rolled 2 points of damage.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So a little just grazes the arm of the Sahuagin. All right. Anything else?
I'll start moseying down the corridor. I might as well.
Okay. So again, Aize, this is like complete darkness as you're just feeling the wall moving down the corridor, and you can hear up ahead the sounds of strange alien screeches and swords clanging.
Can I use an IQ roll, because I did send Archive down the corridor and I can memorize the path?
Yeah. You would. I would say. I mean, you know that going west is the way that Archive went.
West. So
Yes.
that's this way.
That's sorry, east. I'm sorry. I didn't. Sorry, east. This way. Sorry.
20, 30 feet. So I'll move 30 feet and I'll just go to here.
Okay, and you bump into a wall. So you're moving.
Well, that's 30 feet.
Yep.
Oh, actually, I'll go here 30 feet. There we go.
Okay. Work your way around the corner as you stumble your way through the dark. Okay.
Alright, I moved Archive, I fired off my pathetic spell, and I get to wait some more. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. All of the slaves drop their tools and kind of start to back up into the room, unsure of what to do. So they kind of back into the corners.
Help.
When it gets to your turn, you can try to persuade them.
Oh, can I have Archive yell something?
Sure. What is Archive yell?
One way out.
Okay. So Archive shouts out into the room.
One way out! One way out!
And sure, make a persuasion roll for me, Aize. I don't know if Archive has a charisma stat. You can just use your own. Oh, you're muted.
Persuasion? Oh, I'm terrible at this. All right. Fine. Well, not terrible. I'm just average. 13?
13? Okay. So they... Let's see. I'm gonna do a little to help me out here. Okay. A couple of them hearing that, we'll say like 3 of them hearing that, grip their axes and pickaxes and hammers tighter, and they start to hobble towards the Sahuagin that are harassing Volric. They're only at half movement. They are 3 levels of exhaustion, so they move and dash, and they can get up to the Sahuagin. That's all they can do. As they weakly raise their weapons up and start running towards Volric to help Volric. Okay, Chenyar, we're back at the top. It is your turn. At the start of your turn, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
Come on.
Please roll well. Oh, I have good wisdom.
And you're probably proficient in the saving throw, right?
I am.
Yay.
23.
So you will take half this damage.
Okay.
So 7 points of necrotic damage as these mouths start to tear into you.
So 7. So then 3.
Oh, sorry. It's a total of 14. I already halved it. 7.
Oh, you already have it. Thank you. Thank you. 7 damage.
Okay.
Okay. So she's going to say, kill the cleric first.
Okay.
Loud enough for both Aspen and Oceana,
Yeah.
which is next to me.
Yeah.
And she's going to reach out, and she is going to cast Inflict Wounds again
Yeah.
on the cleric.
Yeah.
And I will roll to hit.
Yeah, go for it. You have advantage because you were flanking.
Oh, this is the
First
this the
roll
princess?
is 21.
That definitely hits.
So I won't even bother. Well, let me roll
See if
again.
you get the crit.
An
Yeah,
natural
see
20.
if you get the crit.
Get the crit.
Who
Get the crit.
knows? Who knows?
Aspen's all like, yeah.
Unfortunately not.
But you did
Alright,
it with the
so
first one.
I will roll my Inflict Wounds damage.
Go for it.
Big money, big money.
Money, big money. 27
Yes.
points of necrotic damage.
Yes, you watch as they get shriveled up and they are destroyed by your spell.
And then she's going to say, no runners.
Okay.
And she is going to use her special ability
Mm-hmm.
as an Eldarin.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to Misty Step 30 feet. So, whoops, let me go get my pointer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5,
Yeah, you
10,
can.
15, 20, 25, 30. She hasn't moved yet. She still hasn't moved.
Yeah.
So for her movement, she's gonna get in front of this guy,
Okay.
and she's gonna be a shield and have him try and attack her or try and run past her.
Okay. Excellent.
So she goes, no runners.
Okay. You
And
pivot
that's
into
the end of her
position.
turn.
Awesome. Get into position, stopping that one from leaving. Oceanus kind of looks back and forth. Let's see. Oceanus could do that. I think Oceanus hearing you. Well, did you say that? You said that in common.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No
never mind.
runners.
Oceanus didn't understand you, so Oceanus is going to push the attack, move up to help Aspen, and he's going to make his 3 attacks. Here we go. Or 2 attacks with advantage. So the first one is a crit. There we go. Oh, but only rolls. Is that literally one? Or did it double it for me already? Oh, no. Okay, so he rolled 1. So that is 4 points damage on the first.
Wow. That's still a crit.
Still
It
a crit.
counts.
Still a crit.
It still counts.
Here we go. Second attack. And just hits with the second attack. Dealing 9 points. Wow, it did way more than the normal attack. But the captain is still up, getting stabbed by Oceanus, taking us to Aspen.
How hurt does this man look?
The captain looks pretty hurt. Not at death's door, but looks pretty hurt. There's some blood gushing out of their chest and stomach.
Great. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds at 2nd level.
Wow, okay. Do it.
That is 28 points of damage. Is he still up?
He is still up.
Great. I'm gonna use my 2 sorcery points to quicken that and do Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Oh man, I can't speak.
That's okay.
Toll the Dead. DC 16 Wisdom
DC
save.
16 wisdom save. Oh, I just got it with a 16. So as the
Okay.
flesh starts to pull away, they look up at you. They look at death's door now. Is that it for you, Aspen?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
They twirl around on you, letting out this weird screech, this like as they pull up their trident and go to stab you 3 times with advantage with the blood frenzy. They are gonna just go for you and try to take you down.
Okay.
Here we go. 3 attacks. So we got a 23, 21, and an 18.
Shield. That brings my AC is a 19. With a shield, I can put it up to 24.
Oh my goodness. So
Mole mole!
all 3 attacks are deflected by the Sahuagin trying to stab into you. Very well done. All right, that takes us to they're all dead. Shifty, you are up.
Can I do a non-lethal sneak attack? I want to try and knock him out.
Non-lethal sneak attack?
With
I
the
guess
hilt of
so, because sneak
my
damage
sword.
is weird, and it's just called sneak. It doesn't specify if it's piercing or bludgeoning or whatever, and you can do a non-lethal attack.
Like right in the nose or something like that. I don't know.
Sure, go for it. I'll let you do it. You could do a non-lethal damage. Okay, 26. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll.
It's
Okay.
24.
So you whip the rapier around, get him right in the back of the head, and he just poof, like a sack of bricks drops unconscious.
It's like we can question this one.
Okay, that one is out. Shifty, what? Anything else with your turn?
Yeah, is there anybody over in this area that looks like any kind of trouble?
Sorry, in what area?
In the ruler, sorry. Over here. Does this
Yeah,
look
there's
like
2 Sahuagin that are harassing Volric right now.
and is this one looks like it's coming to help? Or,
That one looks like it's very hurt.
but an enemy?
Oh yeah, that's an enemy. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
I'm gonna disengage and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna go past him and go up because I think that's taken care of. So 5, 10,
Okay.
and that's gonna be my turn.
Awesome. Volric, you're up.
All right. So as a reminder, when that one guy who's in the fire shackles, his turn comes, he's going to take another 2d6, and then at the end of that round, he gets a saving throw to get out.
Got it.
It's actually an athletics roll for some reason the second time around. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm going to grapple the other dude so he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. That.
So yeah, okay. So they make it a contested roll. Okay. Here we go. Strength 17, so they fail. So you grapple that one.
I give him like in a wrist lock and kind of just crank it.
Okay. All right, they are being held by you, Volric. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Okay, so both of them are currently stuck there. It is now those guys' turn. So you said at the start of their turn they take the 2d6?
Yes, I'll do it now.
Go for it. 10 points. Okay, that Sahuagin is barely holding on as the flame starts to burn their flesh. And now they are going to make their attacks. So this one will do their attacks first. Just straight rolls on you, Volric. So a critical hit. So that definitely hits.
Alrighty.
You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Actually, the other Sahuagin is going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. I will use my Cloud Rune.
What?
My Cloud Rune, remember?
Yeah, wait, how does this... Wait. So does it just automatically, the attack hits the creature next to them?
Well, what it does is it takes that same roll and
Yeah.
the same damage and applies it to another character of my choice.
That's awesome. Okay, so the Warhammer is redirected as the rune flashes up and it slams into their companion, dealing 13 points of damage. And then they swing back around for a 23 to hit. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. The one that is grappled has advantage on these attacks because they're not restrained.
So the grappled one's not dead yet.
No.
Okay.
And I don't think they hit. A 16 doesn't hit. So they're trying to get through your armor, but they cannot hit you. The one that's barely holding on is just gonna press the attack.
Oh, he gets athletics roll, by the way, to get out.
Oh, thank you. Here we go. Athletics and 15.
I don't think so. Let's see. So 3 plus 6 plus 8, 14. So you got 15, you said?
Yeah, 15. So they break free. Okay, so they break free of the chains. The other one is going to just pivot up to you, Aspen, pressing the attack, foaming at the mouth. They do 2 attacks with advantage on you. Oh wait, your
AC
shield is
20.
up.
No. Yeah, you can still attack. My AC is 24.
Yeah,
Though.
I said what I said.
You go ahead. Hit me now. Hit me.
Hold on, let me see something. These guys are actually pretty smart. Let me see.
Man,
Yeah, they're smart. This one is actually, yeah, this one is going to attack Oceanus. So they're gonna make their 2 attacks on Oceanus. So I forgot about that. I know, Oceanus. Yeah, Oceanus. Wait, is Oceanus? Oceanus hasn't taken any damage yet, so.
Nope.
Yes.
So only
That's
gets
what I
hit by
love-
the
I love
first
it.
attack. Okay, the one by Chenyar and Rin. Okay, I gotta make a call here. This would include player characters and NPCs and enemies. Can this creature do a diagonal movement like that to push through you? Normally in my games I do that, like I allow diagonals, but Chenyar, I think your intent was you wanted to block the hallway. I think you would have had the movement, to be next to Rin. So had you had known that, you probably would have done that, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
okay.
intent was to block him.
Okay.
From getting
I'll say then, for the sake of the narrative,
That's your strength.
actually, here's a question. So, knowing that, Chenyar, would you have risked the attack of opportunity to get into that position to block the hallway? Because that's the only thing. In order, you would have to push past him.
I would have absolutely.
Okay, then I'm gonna do the attack of opportunity. Is that fair to you? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So here we go. And you're hurt, so this will be at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18 to hit.
That is my armor class.
Okay, so you take 4 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Okay, and you get into that position. Now this figure is going to try to get through you. They look at both of you. Rin, so you don't have to tell me your hit points, but as this figure looks, of the two of you, Rin isn't that hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Volric?
I'm probably going to be more hurt than her.
Rin is barely hurt.
Barely hurt, yeah. These creatures, they have this, this blood frenzy. They can smell the blood in the air. They are predatory. They are like pure carnivores, I think, and they're very intelligent. I'm going to say that this creature has the intelligence to look at these two figures and see you, Chenyar, kind of more damaged, more wounds on you, and they're going to run towards you to try to bash their way through.
Okay.
So here we go.
And she will say to Ren, don't
Yeah.
let this one get away.
Okay, so they go running at you with advantage 2 attacks. Here we go. 16 to hit, I don't think that hits, and a 14 to hit, a 15 to hit. So you, both attacks, you deflect with your shield. Yeah. Trying to get through, they cannot. The priestess is dead, and that takes us to Rin. We're almost at 7 o'clock here. Let's see if we can get to the top of the round.
And but I mean, just so you know, it's okay if we're like 5 minutes late.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so Rin's gonna say, all right, and then she's gonna stand her ground, and she's gonna fire 2 shots without the sharpshooter.
Okay, go for it.
She'll take the disadvantage, but not the -5.
Yeah.
Yeah, click that off. Go.
And Aize, you are on. You are going to be next. So think about what you're going to do. This is without the sharpshooter, correct?
Yep.
So is that just a 12 to hit then?
Yes, that's 12 and a 12.
Both of those miss.
Oh no!
Off the armor of this creature as they deflect with their shoulder pauldrons and look at Rin. They.
She says, "Bird." Oh, I should have brought him.
We'll get Bird up and running for next session. All right. I think that's it for Rin. Aize.
All right. First thing I do is I move up 30 feet.
Okay.
I think that's 30.
Okay.
All right, let me double check.
That was 35, so just 1 square back, and you're good.
1 square back.
Here you
And
go.
then I'll have Archive blast this guy.
Go for
I'm
it.
gonna fire a level 2 magic missile.
Woo! Okay.
2nd level magic missile at him. It's just cast. There's no hit roll. So
Yeah.
This will be 4 magic missiles, and I'm changing them to fire.
Okay.
instead of
Okay.
force. 5, 8, 11,
11. Is that it?
and 5 more is 16 points of damage.
16. Ooh, that's a big hit. Unfortunately, it does not take him down, but as all the missiles and the fire raking up the backside of this creature. Okay. Is that it for you, Aize?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. That takes us to the slaves. So the 3 of them that are...
Free action to talk to the slaves. I was hoping to do that, but I'm not sure if I could have done that when I was running up to them.
What do you say?
Listen, you scallywags, it's Captain Capone. You're free men now. Join us. You'll have a place to do, and you'll be able to earn your keep with some gold.
Okay.
Free yourselves and join us.
Make a persuasion roll.
He said gold. Does he get advantage?
I don't know if gold is really on the mind of these people right now.
Maybe he just said food.
21. Okay. They all start to grip and pick up their weapons as it gets to their turn. And they start to charge forward. Again, they're all at half movement. So the 3 that are actually there... So these ones can only move 30 feet as they try to get into the room. They all start running into the room. I'm just going to kind of move them roughly 30 feet. That's all they can do. The 3 here, they will make attacks at disadvantage. Straight roll because they're flanking with Volric. So this is weird. I don't have their weapon. They don't technically. So I'm just gonna roll what their sap block has, and then we'll just do like an improvised weapon, which I think is like a D4. So
I would give them Holy Avengers.
what was that?
I would give them Holy Avenger swords.
Oh yeah. That makes sense. Let me just.
They should have that, right?
Yeah, let me just change that real quick. All right, so that one hits. This one also hits, and the lizard folk, I guess has advantage because they're kind of attacking. I don't think they can get in there to attack. They're kind of stuck up against that wall there. Okay, so 2 of them hit, and we're gonna say it's a D4 plus whatever their modifier is. So that would be, what do we got here? +3. Okay, so nice, 7 points of damage from the orc, killing that Sahuagin as they just lift up a pickaxe and right into the back of the head of this Sahuagin. They fall on the ground, and the other one, the hobgoblin, they get what is their modifier? +1, so they get a +1 to this roll. So only 2 points of damage to the other Sahuagin that's still standing.
As he falls, they say, "Price to pay for being a bad boss."
Oh my god. All right. At the top of the round, we can either stop here or try to finish this up. There's only 3 Sahuagin left.
Let's finish.
Finish it. Chris, you gotta go. You gotta run. Okay. Chris has gotta run. So I think we're gonna have to stop here and pick up next time as this battle is raging, and the one Sahuagin is attempting to flee to go somewhere, but Chenyar and Rin are holding the line.
Yeah,
and
I
with
think we
that,
True.
So
Woo!
sad. I know he's trying to run to the boss that we killed, and
We don't know that. We don't know
no,
necessarily.
he doesn't know that. But it's almost amusing. It's kind of like, where are you gonna run?
Maybe he's gonna go hit the gong.
We don't know.
So
Who knows?
with that, let us finish tonight, and we will see you all next week. I'm excited to see what happens. I really wish we could finish, but you know how it goes. We'll see you all next week. Thank you for joining us, and have a lovely evening. Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Guys, thank you.